Percent of foster youth leaving the system will become homeless right away. Did you know that 9 out of 10 girls selling their bodies on the streets or run away from the foster care system? It's time for us to stand up in LA County. Just $10 a month can help us reduce those numbers. Donate today at therightwayfoundation.org.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on October 2nd, 1993, when the University of California faced a 30-0 halftime deficit to Oregon. Cal went on a remarkable 42-11 run in the second half to capture a 42-41 victory, one of the largest comebacks in college football history.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
Wendy here. If you're looking to add a star player to your financial roster, you should take a look at SoFi's personal loans. SoFi's got some amazing moves that would be a valued addition to any team, like low fixed rates when you consolidate your debt, no fees required, and as soon as same-day funding. View your rate at SoFi.com/roster to get started. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A. member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply at SoFi.com/roster. NMLS 696.
All right, we're on. It's Before the Growl. I'm Mason. That's Ireland. And that, of course, is M. And big news that has just happened. Just broken.
I don't get surprised by much when it comes to the Lakers because I'm pretty tied in over there. This actually surprised me. Not that they've made changes, but that they did it this quickly. Joey and Jesse Buss, the two youngest of the Buss kids. Dr. Buss had 6 kids.
Right.
They are the two youngest, and they have a different mother than Johnny, Jeannie, Janie, Jim.
But they've been doing, like, scouting and
Joey's been running the G League team.
G League team, yeah.
And they're both great guys and both pretty good at their jobs. But I guess I should realize that any time a sale happens, there's always changes at the management level. It happens here with us all the time.
Well, we will talk a lot about it today.
Yeah, definitely want to start the show with that.
Yes.
But I want us and Before the Growl to break this one thing down.
Okay? Got it.
There is a NIL video for Cal QB Jaron Kiwe Segapolutele.
So when you say okay, close enough. But
you're in the ballpark.
When you say NIL video, this is a video that a kid is sending to schools trying to get more NIL?
I believe, yes.
Okay.
And it's with a car company.
Okay.
With Toyota in local Berkeley area.
So Toyota sponsors this kid's NIL recruitment video?
I think so. So do you guys have this video up right now?
I'm going to pull it up right now.
I need you guys to watch this. We'll watch it in real time together.
Okay.
And I think we'll have it up on the YouTube as well.
Okay.
John, you can look at mine if you want to. So here it's going to be as if it was going to a commercial break. You got it, Mace?
Yeah, no, but go ahead.
Okay. So here comes the logo up. Yep, this is the kid.
And he's at Cal now.
Yes, not color corrected. Doesn't have any. All the shadows are bad. And then he just smiles at the camera, says, "Go Bears." And then here comes the truck. It's like something out of The Office.
Yeah,
honestly.
right.
Yeah, but it's better quality than I thought it was going to be when you described it to me.
Did they have a film crew there?
I don't think so.
Just
I think
a
this
phone?
is straight cell phones.
No, they've got an aerial shot of the stadium.
Do they have a drone shot?
Got that
I
from
think that
Google.
was stock footage, personally.
So this is it.
Okay, got it.
And then it evolves. So what's your question?
I just think I want more of this. I want more local commercials that look kind of bad because that's what's great. So my favorite local commercial from the East Coast is actually Travis Rogers' name for his fantasy teams always. It's called Eastern Motors.
Eastern Motors.
And it's it goes Eastern Motors, your job's your credit, and it's Ray Lewis, I think, is in the video. A bunch of like Washington area sports stars, but it's all shot on what looks like a rock. Like it's a really bad, poorly shot. So do you guys like the low budget commercials?
I think there's something to be said for low budget.
Since the pandemic, like the other day, I'm in wherever we were. Where did we just play? I can't remember. Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And I see McMenamin on SportsCenter, and it's obvious what he has done is put his iPhone on a tripod, and he's doing a live shot from his hotel room. And I didn't think twice about it. And I thought, 10 years ago, somebody would have been fired if for putting that on the air, and now it's just an accepted practice.
I mean, I think that there's an issue with accessibility. I mean, we've all popped on different shows on YouTube, or I'm sorry, on Zoom the last couple of years. It's coming back around maybe a little bit. Like normally I would do a Zoom call to CNN. Tomorrow night I'm going to CNN. They prefer to have people in studio if at all possible.
I would prefer that.
I would prefer to have people in studio. I think it looks better,
but I like kind of occasionally a bad-looking commercial because then it seems more like more realistic or like homey.
It should be pointed out that you can do amazing stuff with an iPhone.
Of course,
whole movies have been made with iPhones.
That is actually, I mean, they've been made with an iPhone.
Sean Baker made Tangerine with an iPhone.
But the more recent one, the 28 years later or whatever, that was shot with an iPhone.
Soderbergh did a movie on an iPhone.
Yeah, Soderbergh did.
I just feel like most recently, the ones that people can do with an iPhones, they're made with like 18 million iPhones to get all the different angles.
So do this when you get a minute. One of my best friends in the business is a TV reporter in Denver named Mike Castellucci. I worked with him in San Diego. He was in Dallas. He's won like 100 Emmys. He's like the best feature reporter I've ever seen. When I was visiting him in Dallas, and he goes, hey, take a look at this. He did a 30-minute special called Phoning It In, where everything in the 30-minute special was shot, edited, all of it on an iPhone. He now did 4 of them, and you can't tell. You can't tell that this looks like
this one.
This looks like a local news story shot with an Ikegami camera. Yeah, it looked really good. So,
when I hear the phrase phoning it in, you know what I think of? This is only for
Dan Cilio?
No, Fred Rogan. So when you were first fired, they said your co-host is going to be Fred Rogan. I'm like, all right, fine. I mean, I know Fred. And he showed up in the studio for a couple of days. Then the next week, he just did the show from his phone. And I would just carry the phone call with Fred. The week after that, he was doing call-ins where he would just do like a little 60-second report instead of actually being a co-host. He was literally phoning it in. Love you, Fred, but literally phoning it in.
Yeah,
is that what Alan's going to do for 570?
I think that's what Alan's going to do for 570. Hey, Pedro's money. I'm the Lakers guy. Exactly. All right, there you have it. There's Before the Growl. The Growl is coming up in just minutes. Make sure you stick with us on the radio and on YouTube and on the app. See ya.
Bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, crowd rocking for Ramona Chevrolet's top hitter, Mike Capozio. He's facing off with the Bulldog, and these two have quite the history. Here's the pitch. Oh, he got all of it. That ball is out of here like a red Corvette, and it's going and going and going. Yes!
Dad, are you having that dream again?
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
Don't strike out if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to step into the batter's box for you. They'll swing for the fences, go extra innings if they have to, and make sure the insurance companies are out at home. They'll cover all the bases and bring you home safe with the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning lineup now at 213-747-1234. That's 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Normand Legal, your recovery is always a grand slam.
Hey, it's Mason. The NFL is back at Cosm. Watch NFL games in shared reality at Cosm and feel the energy of game day in the Dome and in the Hall. This season, before every Rams home game, you can hang out with ESPN LA's Travis Rogers and Sua Cravens for the Rams pregame show live from the Hall at Cosm. And if you got a ticket to the game, you get in there for free. Don't miss Cosm's signature menu. Go check it out, Cosm.com. That's COSM.com, Cosm.com.
Hey, Doc, nice office. Quick question. If you had to choose, would you give yourself a root canal or run payroll?
Run payroll, no question.
Seriously? Have you run payroll before?
Paying my team with Gusto couldn't be easier. Gusto gives me unlimited payroll runs, next-day direct deposits, and automatically files my taxes. Saves me time.
Wow, that's nice.
Over here, Doc. Can I run payroll too?
Choose payroll without the pain. Visit gusto.com/radio to sign up for free.
Your fantasy roster is set, the smack talk is heating up, and this season ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sportsbook for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook, download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles. Sport.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Thursday afternoon.
Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go, Thursday the 20th of November. The Hall of Famers are here, and we are ready to get you set for a weekend of sports ahead. Saturday, USC Oregon up in Eugene. Sunday, Rams Bucks prime time. Sunday night football. Plus, you throw in there LAFC in the playoffs. The LA Kings. Don't forget USC men's and women's basketball. Oh, did I leave something out? Oh, that's right. Luka, LeBron, and the Lakers. By the way, you could hear every one of those things on the all-new ESPN LA app. A little break on Lakers basketball till Sunday as they play the Jazz in Utah. Let's do it. Oh, and yeah, of course, fun and frivolity. Producer Emily's here, producer Brian Cohen, the social team in the back. Let's go.
If we can get Luka lined up on our show, I want you to come on and ask him the questions, okay? Would you be up for that?
Sign me up. Let me know when and where.
Okay. All right. There you go. All right. Okay, thank you for doing this, man. Keep it rolling.
Thank you. See you guys.
All right, there's Puka Nakua, the biggest show on the radio.
So with that said, let's get this going.
Mason and Ireland.
Oh. Yeah.
Your Thursday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon. Start off the show with breaking news. The Los Angeles Lakers are reorganizing their basketball operations department and terminating executives Joey and Jesse Buss from their respective front office positions, effective immediately, the brothers tell ESPN. Their statement: "We are extremely honored to have been part of this organization for the last 20 seasons. Thank you to Laker Nation for embracing our family every step of the way. We wish things could be different, but our time has ended with the team. At times like this, we wish we could all ask our dad what he would think of it all."
Okay, so a lot to unpack here. First, let me say this from a personal standpoint. I know both Joey and Jesse, and they're great guys. And I would argue that they did important work over the last 10 years to kind of get the Lakers to where they are. Joey ran the G League team, the South Bay Lakers, and if you talk to Zach Guthrie, their coach, that G League team, by the way, there's a couple of guys on that G League team right now, including Drew Timme from Gonzaga.
Oh, yeah, right.
That are absolutely killing it, and the Lakers are going to have some decisions to make about what they're going to do with all their two-way spots because that G League team is really good. Jesse was more on the scouting side of things, and he had he's the one that found Kyle Kuzma. He's the one that found Austin Reeves.
Right.
So their fingerprints are all over the Lakers moving forward, even though they won't be in their day-to-day roles. They will keep their ownership roles, and I hope I don't know exactly how this went down or if there's any bad blood, but I hope they'll still come to the games and we could see them because they're both great guys. Secondly, you and I have been in this business long enough to know that anytime there is a sale, it has happened here at ESPN LA at least 5 times since Mason and I have been doing this show.
Yep.
We will get new owners or new bosses, and then there is a reshuffling at the top. It happens all the time.
Yep.
So the question remains, and Ramona's going to come on at 1:15. She's very tied into this. The question remains, is this the beginning of more changes? Are they just consolidating? Ramona will have some thoughts on that.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's not the biggest surprise in the world. The thing that surprises me is this has come down so quickly after the Mark Walter acquisition has been made.
In season.
Yeah. Like we said, remember Ned Colletti was there for a couple of years before Mark Walter did it. Well, apparently changes start immediately, in this case when Walter takes over. And I gotta ask. I mean, I know Jeannie is the governor right now, but is she going to continue as the governor forever? Is it a short-term gig? Is it she guiding it through the sale?
What I have been told is that Jeannie is the governor for the foreseeable future. And I said to the person who said that to me, so are we talking, does that mean a year, 2 years? He said, I would guess 3 to 5 years.
3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
I'll take the under.
And he added, if not more.
Yeah.
So I think Jeannie, Jeannie's really smart.
Yes, she is.
I think that when this sale was executed, she had to know that, okay, I'm not going to have absolute, complete say in everything.
Right.
I now work with a team.
Sure.
And if you look at the Dodgers, the way Guggenheim works is they are a team of people.
Layers of management.
Yeah. And so while I'm sure she has great love for her brothers, I think that she probably was in the loop on this from the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, look, everything is going to change. Everything is going to be different. I was looking just as a comp, looking at other front offices around the NBA, and they are dense. Like there are many, many levels, layers, scouting, quants, analytics people, all that stuff. It would be dumb to assume that the Lakers are going to continue to operate in this sort of I don't mean to be direct, but in this mom and pop kind of way.
No, it's not derogatory. They've taken a lot of pride over the years in saying we're a $1 billion company that is also a family business.
Right.
The family business now is not as front and center as it was before the sale.
Sure.
One of the things that the sale allows the Lakers to do is to put more resources and get really anybody they want from a management standpoint to help run it.
Absolutely.
And I would imagine a lot of the people running the Dodgers are being consulted on some of the things that are happening with the Lakers, especially Mark Walter. And so you really don't need all these department heads that you had before, because now you've got a team of super friends kind of guiding you through the way. But most of all, I want to wish those guys well because they're great dudes, both of them.
I can't help but think of Mark Cuban, though.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mark Cuban sells his stake in the Mavericks. He thinks his role is one thing, and it turns into something else. I can't help but think that might happen to Jeannie as well.
Well, it could, but
it definitely could.
Here's what's happening with Mark Cuban. I read a big article about this yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think the Nico firing was Mark Cuban reinstating his power as a 27% owner.
Oh, really?
That Mark has now befriended Patrick Dumont, and Mark is the one.
Oh, interesting. So Mark Cuban may have been involved in the firing of Nico Harrison?
Not only involved, but lobbying for it.
Well, I understand that. I understand the lobbying.
Right.
Because Nico Harrison made the worst trade in NBA history.
And now Mark is back in the role of it. Tim McMahon wrote this article for ESPN.com. Tim lives in Dallas, very close to the Mavericks. And it's not all a glowing portrayal of Mark. It talks about how Mark made some mistakes along the way, but that in the modern day power struggle, Mark just won.
Yeah.
That his 27% interest and the fact that he has befriended Patrick Dumont, he is now a voice in the room again for the Mavs.
Yeah.
To Emily's point, he wasn't right after the sale. They pushed him out.
It's
and
interesting.
Now he's back in.
And it sounds like it's kind of GM by committee down there, and he's part of the committee at
Correct.
least.
Where he wasn't when Luka was traded.
Out. Right, exactly.
But one thing, obviously, about the Dodgers that we've been mentioning over and over again is that they revolutionized analytics.
Yep.
That they scouted and got guys that they knew how to fix and train to fit into this Dodgers mold. And hopefully that sort of analytics will help with the scouting department, the places that the Bus brothers used to be in charge of.
Yeah, one thing that's going to happen, there are going to be more scouts, right? They're not going to be less scouts. There are going to be more scouts scouring the country looking for young talent.
I think all of their off-the-court resources are going to double and in some cases triple. I think that they're just going to carpet bomb the parts of the NBA that are not capped.
Right.
In other words, executives, scouts, like you were saying, behind the scenes stuff, I think is
analytics, quants.
Yeah,
they call them quants at the Dodgers.
Is all going to be on steroids.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think this is the first step toward this new configuration for the Lakers. And obviously, it's a good time to be a Lakers fan. The Lakers are off to a tremendous start. You see, we've got a big three intact, all that stuff. LeBron looked great the other night. I think there's reason for optimism right now.
I kind of hinted at this yesterday. Okay. Let me ask you something. So right now the Lakers are 11-4.
Yes.
They have 4 games left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here are the 4. At Utah Sunday, Clippers at Crypto on Tuesday, Mavericks at Crypto on Friday, Pelicans at Crypto next Sunday.
They should win them all.
Those are the 4. If they win them all, that's 7 in a row.
Yep.
And they'd finish the month of November 15-4.
Right.
How convinced are you that happens? Or like you and I always say, is there a loss there that we don't see coming? Because there normally is in some of these things.
I think they win them all.
Yeah,
I think that they're playing, bad team. Clippers, horrible. Dallas, disastrous.
And all those teams they're playing have been devastated by injuries.
Yep.
And the Lakers' last game, the win over Utah on Tuesday, all 14 rostered players were healthy. As a matter of fact, there were guys who normally play that couldn't get in the game. They didn't have enough minutes for Jared Vanderbilt, for Dalton Connect, for Nick Smith, for Bronny. None of those guys played until the game was a 40-point blowout.
I heard the craziest stat. This is I heard it on a podcast today. So in that game the other night, what do you think LeBron's usage rate was?
Very low.
12%.
Yeah.
What do you think his assist rate was?
Very high.
He had 54% of the assists in that game.
Yeah, he had 12, more than anybody else. But here's the amazing thing.
More than everybody else on the team combined.
We all, when Luka came here, we said, well, eventually there has to be a changing of the guard. LeBron has to defer to Luka and become the second option. On Tuesday, he wasn't the second option.
Right.
He wasn't the third option. He was the fourth option. So, in other words, Luka had 37. Austin Reeves had 26. DeAndre Ayton had 20 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
And LeBron played role of facilitator. So if you have a superstar that's willing to be a pass-first superstar, now you're talking about Magic Johnson.
Right. Although I don't think it's going to look like that as we move forward. I think LeBron is going to have the ball in his hands more. I think his usage rate will go up.
Okay.
I think there's going to be sort of a on-court negotiation.
Yeah. Do you remember when it wasn't this year, but one of the years we had LeBron on at Media Day.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him, I said, I've always felt you're the NBA. This may be a ridiculous thing to say, but you're the NBA's all-time leading scorer.
Right.
In watching you and being around you, I've always thought you enjoy assists more than baskets.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked at me and he went, been that way since I was in 4th grade. Goes, nothing better than making a perfect pass to set up your teammates because everybody thinks I'm going to shoot. And he goes, when everybody thinks I'm going to shoot, that's when I go to work. He doesn't just put up with it. He loves it.
Right.
If he could lead the league in assists, if that's something that was attainable, like he had 12 the other night. Let's say he averages 12. If he averages 12, he'll lead the league in assists. He would consider that equal to winning the MVP. That's how much he likes assists. So I think Laker fans are going to be surprised. Again, I told you this the other day. I don't know if it stuck with any people. LeBron, based on his stature in the game, always gets introduced last.
Yes.
It's kind of a perk he's had for 23 years.
Mm-hmm.
He went to the Lakers on Tuesday during the day and said, hey, who do I need to talk to about introductions? And, somebody said, talk to me, I'll make it happen. And LeBron said, make sure Luka gets introduced last. This is Luka's team. And they said, well, would you be willing to be introduced first? He goes, wherever you want. But Luka goes last. And so they put LeBron first and Luka last. And the crowd was surprised, because normally there's a big crescendo and a buildup.
Right.
But in this case, they introduced LeBron right out of the gate, and everybody stands up and goes crazy. Then they introduce Reeves and Ayton and Hachimura, and Luka goes last. LeBron wants that. And I think he is embracing the role of a pass-first superstar. And let's see if it lasts.
And I think you are way ahead of where this thing's going to get.
Do you think he finishes as the second leading scorer on the team?
Yeah.
I think it'll be Reeves.
Yeah. I think, by the way, LeBron has had a usage rate under 30% one time in his career. It's his rookie season. I'm not saying his usage rate was 30% last year. I'm not saying it's going to be 30% this year, but I think ultimately 25% probably seems about right. He's going to have the ball in his hands more. They are going to negotiate on floor to see. I don't believe he is going to be just an assist guy, just a playmaker. I think he wants to score and will.
I think he'll do both. But
his usage rate is not going to stay at 13%.
Well, remember,
and it's not going to be at 30. It's going to be somewhere in the middle.
His usage rate could go to 30, but it's going to be like when Chris Paul had a usage rate around 30.
Right.
He's setting up other people.
But every time the ball is in his hands as opposed to somebody else's hands, you've got a scenario where you've got to balance who gets what and who gets the ball and who doesn't get the ball and where the pass. I mean, all that stuff.
He's great at that.
He's great. But I just think it's silly to think he's going to have a 13% usage rate.
Or
lead the team in assists every single night.
I'm going to make two predictions.
Okay.
Number one, he will lead the Lakers in assists per game this year. He won't have as many total assists because he missed those games.
Sure.
But I think he'll have close to 10 assists a game this year.
Okay.
Number two, and he's going to finish third on the team in scoring. Luka's going to be 1, Austin's going to be 2, and LeBron's going to be 3. And if DeAndre Ayton keeps playing like this, LeBron could even be 4.
I would say LeBron will be number 2 on that list of scoring. And I know you said yesterday, and I'll give you a chance to retract it if you want to, but we bet 50,000 mythical.
Yeah,
we did. We're not betting.
I can't bet NBA.
Yeah, we're not betting. Forget about that.
But if I could, I would bet you on that.
I think that the streak of double-digit scoring, at least 10 points or more, will not end at any point this season.
Well,
I don't think that streak's going to go away.
Yeah, I hope you're right, but I do think it'll end, and I don't think he'll care because he's got every record he needs. He's got every record in the world.
Although that's an amazing number. All right, so if you're just tuning in, Jesse Buss fired by the Los Angeles Lakers. They are restructuring things. We're going to talk to Ramona about that. About an hour from right now. In the meantime, lots of ideas about how to solve, and this is serious now, there is a star injury crisis the NBA. Like autumn leaves, guys are going down. So this is a real issue that we'll dig into next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The heart and soul of ESPN Los Angeles. We call him the Cisco Kid. The Cisco Kid. The one and only Beto Duran.
Here's Beto Duran.
USC fans in the OC, let's go! We're bringing the energy to Costa Mesa for the USC Oregon watch party at Mercado Northgate Gonzalez. Man, I love that place. So much good food. It's a great time and it's a party. I'm Beto Duran. Join me this Saturday at noon as we watch USC take on Oregon in this Big Ten rivalry. Wear your USC gear. Come experience the authentic flavors of traditional Mexican food and enjoy an afternoon full of prizes, food, USC football, and fun with the ESPN LA promo team. Mercado Northgate Gonzalez, 2300 Harbor Boulevard in Costa Mesa.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256 or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game, avnergatt.com.
There's one thing that I'm truly thankful for this year, and that's my Life Source water system. We know LA City water is lousy, filled with chemicals and chlorine. That's why I made the switch to Life Source water. It's not just better, it's essential. For a limited time, Life Source Water will pay your sales tax. Call 800-WATER-99 now or visit lifesourcewater.com to save up to $1,000 during their no sales tax special. Life Source. Taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply.
All right. We got a caller who says, I need to buy a car and I need to save money. Well, my friend, I've got one answer for you. The Cerritos Auto Square. It's America's largest auto mall. 24 dealerships, all the top brands, all in one easy location right here in SoCal. And here's the secret. These dealers sell more cars than anyone because they have low prices. And they can actually afford low prices because they sell so many cars. Check it out at CerritosAutosquare.com.
Cerritos Auto Square. Purple and gold fans, nothing beats the thrill of catching the Lake Show live. Every bounce, every bucket, every moment is amplified when you witness it with your own eyes. Snag your tickets now, even if it's last minute, at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Los Angeles Lakers. Find your seats this season at Lakers.com/ticket exchange. That's Lakers.com/ticket exchange. Hope to see you there. Let's go, Lake Show.
Hey, it's Cap. Thinking about selling your home? Seller's Advantage makes it easy. No agents, no commissions, no open houses, and no costly repairs. With Seller's Advantage, we'll make you a fair, competitive cash offer with no surprises. Check out what one of the sellers had to say. Seller's Advantage was a lot easier, faster, and more rewarding than listing my house. I worried about getting a low offer, but theirs matched the value I was hoping for and much higher than their competitors. They gave me time to decide, and the process was friendly, fast, and anxiety-free. I highly recommend Seller's Advantage. Call Seller's Advantage today. 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free, no obligation cash offer. That's sellersadvantage.com.
DRE number 01961658. Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Don't strike out if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to step into the batter's box for you. They'll swing for the fences, go extra innings if they have to, and make sure the insurance companies are out at home. They'll cover all the bases and bring you home safe with the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning lineup now at 213-747-1234. That's 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Normand Legal, your recovery is always a grand slam.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
I'm a babyface and John's a heel.
John's not a heel.
Exactly. John's the heel.
Mr. 1%'s a heel.
He's a heel.
Well, I'm Mr. 1%, and I own it.
Back to Steve Mason and John Ireland.
All right, Rams tied for one of the best records in the NFC heading into Week 12. Get ready for the Sunday night matchup with Rams All Access, starting at 6 p.m. on ESPN LA, hosted by the voice of the Rams, J.B. Long, Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr. Listen live on demand on the all-new ESPN LA app. Rams All Access presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams.
Let me, based on what you just said, give a programming note for Sunday.
Okay.
Because it's a crazy week around here. The easiest thing for you, if you're listening, is to download the app.
Yep.
Ding.
It's free, the ESPN LA app. And once you download it, you can listen to any of our properties, USC, Rams, Angels, Lakers,
LAFC,
any of it.
Kings.
Because there are nights like this Sunday where we have two games going on at the same time.
Yep.
Normally, the Lakers are in first position, but the Lakers did a nice thing here.
Yep.
They agreed to move off of first position because the Sunday night football game is such a big game.
Cool.
Tampa Bay Rams will air over the broadcast. Like, if you get the app, you get all these. You just click the tile that you want, and you can hear any of this. But if you're in your car and you don't have the app, you should get it. But if you don't have it, the Lakers will be on KNX 1070, and the Rams will be on 710.
Right.
So if you're still one of the old school traditional listeners, I'm one of you, by the way.
Yeah.
I have the app, but I still, when I'm in my car, just tile in numbers.
Do you tile in numbers?
Yeah. So if you want to listen to the Rams, just go to 710. If you want to listen to the Lakers on Sunday night in Utah, go to KNX 1070. It's just a one-time deal because we have this conflict.
Yeah, and if you want LAFC playoffs, if you want Kings hockey, if you want What else are we working on? Lakers, Rams. I mean, all of it is on the easiest thing is the app. Now, I'm a big app guy.
Yeah, well,
I love the app.
When I explain it, something like I was at a party one night, and I ran into Al Michaels' son-in-law, Jeff, who's a great guy. And he goes, he's a big hockey fan.
Yep.
And he goes, I keep looking around to where I can hear the Kings, and I'm not having any luck. I go, I'm going to change your life, Jeff.
Yep.
I go, you got your phone on you? He goes, yeah. So right in front of him, I downloaded the app and handed his phone back to him. I go, now you can listen to any team anytime you want. And he looked at me like it was Christmas morning.
Oh, yeah.
He just goes, this is the greatest thing.
Yep.
So if you don't have the app, again, let me stress, it's free.
Yep.
It costs you nothing. Just download it to your phone. You're going to need it sooner or later because we have so many broadcast properties.
So many shows. So much.
Once you have it,
yeah.
You ever miss Mason in Ireland, you just click on the podcast. BC, you have this show's podcast up by like within half hour when the show ends, right?
Oh, for sure, yes. Usually the first hour, it's in there during hour 2.
Yep.
It's kind of,
it's already there. Yeah,
it's fluid. Is a good way to put it.
So how's the tooth?
It's feeling better.
Is it feeling better?
Oh,
Now you're missing a tooth altogether now, right? They just yanked one out?
In the very back, so you could never tell.
And is it does it hurt?
It really did the other day. So.
What are you on?
Some good ibuprofen and antibiotic.
You're multiple pills.
Right, that's smart. Good.
So you know what's next for you? Now that we've drawn attention to your teeth, full grills.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You do it. A full grill.
You and Justin Jefferson. Let's go. And Jamar Chase.
I do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
So I had literally the crappiest morning.
What'd you do?
So I had my morning constitutional, flush your toilet, walk away.
Oh, toilet overflow.
Toilet overflows. And I'm like, we have 2 bathrooms in our house.
Yeah.
One is his, one is mine.
And
it's my bathroom.
Okay, so that's good.
I was 100% responsible for cleaning up. First of all, I had to get it unstuck, and then it was stuck.
So you cleared the clog.
Cleared the clog, and now there's water everywhere. I've got a mop. I've got Kleenex wipes.
You need a bucket
Clorox
and a
wipes,
mop.
a bucket and a mop for the toilet explosion. Yeah, it was very disappointing.
See, if this would have happened at Emily's, Emily lives with Parker Bell. If this would have happened at their house, they only have 1 bathroom.
Oh, that's right.
So it could have been worse. Right?
It could have been worse.
Could have been worse, yeah.
Yeah, the clogs are not my issue.
Yeah.
I would think not.
Yeah, so not my day to start. Not my day to start the day.
That was very
rough.
morning show topic. Morning show loves to talk about their constitution.
Well, I'm not really talking about the Constitution. I'm talking about the overflowing part. And Juan yelling, "Call a plumber!" I'm like, no, I can get this clog out. I did.
Yeah, but now you got to do all the cleanup.
I got to do all the cleanup. All right, so we're going to do some fantasy. I've made multiple fantasy football trades this week.
Including one with me?
Made another one today.
Who'd you trade?
I moved Jackson Dart for Javonte Williams of the Cowboys.
And Brian, are you still in the
That's
QT league? Or
a
you out?
great trade for you.
Yeah.
Brian got chopped. We're all chopped.
Oh, everybody got chopped. Is there any survivor in our guillotine league?
No.
I'm sure there is.
Somebody.
There's people that
Well,
are still
someone
there.
has to be. Everybody in our league was from here.
So somebody's got to be
Graham,
a survivor.
I know is still alive in there.
Is Trav still in there?
Yes.
Travis?
And I
Well,
think
it's really his friend G-Fish.
Oh, okay,
So
got
blame G-Fish.
G-Fish.
he's the one that took me out by 2 points last week.
Oh, okay.
If Brock Bowers would have found the end zone, I would have won.
What
All right,
could have been?
so,
That's what you get for betting on a Raider.
So Matthew Berry coming up next, 877-710 ESPN. Do you have a dilemma with your fantasy football team? We're getting down to it. We have a normal league where you play all the way through the finish, but some people are getting ready for the playoffs, trying to make the playoffs, getting ready for the playoffs, making final tinkering moves to your team. Now is a perfect opportunity for you to get some advice with Matthew Berry, the talented Mr. Rudo. 877-710 ESPN. That's 877-710 ESPN. Doing some fantasy football next, 710 ESPN.
All right. If you are hiring, you got to use ZipRecruiter. It's free. Did I mention it's free? Free. Everyone loves free. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's where you go. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. You can enter your job on ZipRecruiter, and you'll get quality candidates fast. How fast? 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So what are you waiting for? Ian Siegel, the guy who invented ZipRecruiter, says, we don't leave anything to chance. And he's right. Just go to that exclusive web address to try ZipRecruiter for free. They'll send you a bunch of qualified candidates. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
The afternoon show with DeMarco and Travis, where a simple conversation turns into a full-blown Mickey Mouse showdown.
Oh, boy. You didn't think I had that one,
No,
did you, D?
I did not. It's terrifying. Oh, my God.
Can we all do one?
Oh, boy.
Do it, DeAndre.
Was that good?
Not bad.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
I think those were 4 passable Mickeys and Minnies.
Do it again.
Oh, boy.
See, you got to do the breath. It's weird.
DeMarco and Travis, weekdays 3 to 6 p.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Black Friday deals are on at George Chevrolet. Lease a new 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 LT for just $299 a month for 36 months with $29.99 due at signing. Or check out a huge selection of new Chevy Trax SUVs. Over 50 available starting for just $22,995. Black Friday deals won't last long. Visit George Chevrolet off the 91 freeway, Lakewood exit in Bellflower, and online at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive. Available for qualified customers with approved credit through GM Financial. Offer ends 12/1/2025. For full details, call 866-949-4805.
Think Verizon, the best 5G network, is expensive? Think again. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today, and we'll give you a better deal. Now, what to do with your unwanted bills? Ever seen an origami version of the Hollywood sign? Jokes aside, Verizon has the most ways to save on phones and plans where everyone in the family plan and save. So bring in your bill to your local LA Verizon store today, and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on root metric true score report dated 1H2025. Your results may vary. Must provide a postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days. Bill must be in the same name as the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms apply.
John Ireland here. Sore. I'm going early on Black Friday with Active all week long. iSpot Active is giving 25% off their wearable cryotherapy gear with the coupon code LA710. The stuff is selling like hotcakes. You got to get yours before they're sold out. It's a great holiday present for anybody. If they work out, play sports, run, sit in an office all day, delivering boxes, wherever they work or play, they need to manage their back pain, their sore bodies. iSpotActive.com has designed compression wear that form-fits to your body with pockets that fit flexible, ice-cold gel packs. You wear it, you go on your way. No more strapping on ice bags and being immobilized. Everybody I know that has bought one of these things truly loves it. It's time to get yours. 1 week only a Black Friday sale. 25% off with the coupon code LA710. Get these while you still can. I'm telling you, they're going to go fast. Get yours today at iSpotActive.com.
Pechanga Resort Casino is rewarding you on another level. Bring in a rewards card from one of 16 Southern California casinos and access exclusive benefits with Pechanga's tier status match program. Qualified members can even win $25,000 club dollars. But hurry, this limited time offer ends December 31st and match statuses remain valid through January 31st, 2026. Open to new and existing Pechanga club members. Visit the club at Pechanga for more details. Must be 21 or older with valid ID.
Support comes from Clean Power Alliance, providing 3 million residents and businesses clean electricity options. Southern California is our home. It's the air we breathe, the sky we share, the communities that connect us. Every day we have the choice to make a change. On every road, with every light we turn on, we can choose clean energy. Together, we power potential. Change is electric. Learn more at cleanpoweralliance.org/changeIsElectric.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason and Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
All right, a little this or that with the talented Mr. Roto. Matthew Berry's on the line. Matthew, what's going on, man?
Hey, guys, how are you?
Excellent.
12, we're playoff crunch.
Very
down the stretch.
Yep.
Very much so. So, Matthew, there's a lot of fantasy questions, a lot of people lined up that want to talk to you, but I have two good quarterbacks. Neither one of them are great. I have Justin Herbert, who was awful last weekend, and Patrick Mahomes, who is not much better. My default is I play Mahomes and I sit Herbert. If you were me, would you keep doing that?
Yeah, I mean, I think you can play the matchups a little bit. Obviously, this week Herbert's on a bye, so your decision's made for you.
Yeah.
So that'll be that's easy. And then when after the bye, it'd be interesting to see, like, do they get Amari and Hampton back? Is the line a little bit healthier? You know, I think that's been the challenge here with Justin Herbert, is just the line has been so beat up. It's just been brutal. That loss to Jacksonville was awful. But you're right. I mean, Mahomes, who was looking good for a while, he struggled, and now he's got a tough matchup against the Colts, who I think, for my money, have probably the best secondary in the NFL right now. So once they added Sauce Gardner, so it's a nice problem to have. But yes, I think my default, without knowing any matchups, I'd usually have Mahomes over Justin Herbert.
Okay,
so not by much.
So Matthew, my analytics team came to me today for my fantasy team, and they said we have an opportunity. Yeah. I'm like, okay, let me look at. And I'm sort of Jerry Jones. I sign off on it. So I agreed to trade Jackson Dart and Chase Brown for Javonte Williams and Bo Nix. I needed a running back bad, an upgrade of Brown. What do you think?
Do that one more time. Javonte Williams
and Bo Nix.
One more time.
Javonte Williams and Bo Nix, who I get. I traded Jackson Dart and Chase Brown. I already have a quarterback.
I would not have done that trade.
Oh, no, really?
Well,
you think Chase Brown is too much?
Yeah, I mean, look, we did this on my show, Fantasy Football Happy Hour, yesterday, actually. Chase Brown has one of the easiest upcoming schedules for running backs moving forward, and he made my love list this week. I have his running back 8 for the Patriots. Patriots give up the most receptions to opposing running backs. You know, the last 2 games without Samaje Perine, he's averaging 19 fantasy points per game. Perine is listed as doubtful for this Sunday as well. And so just really strong usage. There's a chance Joe Burrow comes back as well. So I would think that the difference here between Javonte Williams and Chase Brown is not that significant. Javonte a little bit better, probably more touchdown equity, but not that much better. And then you've got I much prefer Jackson Dart to Bo Nix.
Oh, well, no, I'm just getting Nix as a placeholder, just so I have a quarterback if something goes wrong.
Matthew, last thing, and then we'll go to the phones. Mason and I made a trade this week.
Yeah, I've been wheeling and dealing.
I'm not going to tell you who had which guy. I just want to tell me which guy you would rather have, okay? We traded.
Yeah.
We traded, and basically it was based on need. One of us needed a receiver, the other one needed a running back. But we traded Woody Marks for Michael Pittman. Who would you rather have?
I think I would probably rather have Pittman, but that's a fair trade. That's absolutely a fair trade. I think I'd rather have Pittman, but it's slight. Like, again, Woody Marks' usage the last 3 weeks has really stepped up. It hasn't shown up in the box score consistently, but I have his running back 25 for tonight's game against the Bills, and so he's starting to get a lot of work. He's getting like 75% of the snaps among the running backs here. So I like Woody Marks from a talent perspective, and I think it will show up in the box score. Pittman's been terrific this year. The Colts have been terrific. Alec Pearson's starting to come on. Tyler Warren's always a threat in the passing game as well, and of course they want to go run heavy with Jonathan Taylor, but Pittman's very solid. He's a very solid floor guy, so I'll just say I prefer Pittman just because I think the Colts offense is better than the Texans offense right now.
Yeah.
And there's a longer track record of fantasy success with Pittman than there has been with Marks, but I think it's a fair trade.
Yeah, okay.
Right,
By the way, I got Pittman and John got Woody.
Yeah, so it'll be I agree with you.
Sounds fair.
I think it's a good trade to you. All right, here's Jesse in LA. Hey Jesse, you're on with Matthew Berry. What's your question?
Hey, Matthew, I could lock up playoffs this week. Do I dare bench Josh Allen tonight for Matthew Stafford on Sunday Night Football?
I get the question because, Stafford's at home to the Buccaneers. Buccaneers' second worst pass defense in the NFL. So I certainly get that. Obviously, Josh Allen, short week on the road at Houston, a tough defense. I don't think you can mess this one up. It's hard for me to ever recommend benching Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I can't ever say that. It would be weird for me to click bench on whatever site you play on. So, but I get the question, and I think they're going to be fairly close when all is said and done. So for me, I probably wouldn't bench Josh Allen because I'm just never benching Josh Allen.
Yeah.
But there's absolutely a very real chance that Stafford has more fantasy points than Josh Allen this week, given the 2 matchups. So I don't hate the question. I get why you're asking it. If it were me, I'd probably just roll with Josh Allen. Remember, the Texans play a lot of man coverage, and so when you play man, obviously, I think Josh runs a lot tonight. But it's close, and do what you feel. If you're a Rams fan and you want to root for Stafford, I get it.
Hey, Matthew, are you coming out here for that game? Tampa at the Rams?
I am not. We're here in Stanford. We're going to be in studio. Rodney Harrison, Jack Collinsworth, and Tony Dungy will be at SoFi. But the rest of us on Football Night in America will be here. I'm in Kansas City the following weekend, though, for Texans-Chiefs.
Oh, good. That's a good game. Here's Alan in Thousand Oaks. Hey, Alan, you're on with Matthew Berry. What's your question?
All right. So, excuse me. I got two quarterback conundrum here, two different leagues. One, it's either Stafford or Patrick Mahomes, and then the other one is Prescott or Caleb Williams.
Boy, four good quarterbacks,
Okay.
Matthew.
I think it's Stafford, and then on the other one's closer. I think I might go Caleb Williams. It's that one. The Dak Prescott Caleb Williams one is really, really close. Chicago's at home against Pittsburgh, whose defense has gotten better but still isn't great. Dak's at home against Philadelphia, which is so strong. I'm going back and forth on that one.
Yeah,
Actually, I take it back. I think I might go Dak. I think I would go Dak over Caleb Williams.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been great.
I think that's safer. I think Caleb has more upside, but Dak is probably the safer play.
By the way, Matthew, your friend Steve Mason was the first person on the Caleb Williams bandwagon, and he never got off at any point.
There you go.
He married himself to Caleb even when he was like the worst quarterback in the league, and
I said Bears to the playoffs.
You should get some credit.
Yep.
Matthew, one of the worst bets I ever made this year, start of the season. I bet Mason that my Raiders would have a better one-loss record than the Bears. I think I'm losing that one.
You will continue to lose.
Yes,
the Raiders
every
look
week.
like a disaster.
Yeah,
they
awful,
really do.
awful. All right, here's Alex in Orange County. Hey, Alex, you're on with Matthew Berry. What's your question?
Hey, Matthew. So I got two wide receiver spots and a flex spot open, and I got four guys. I got Justin Jefferson, who's had trouble with his quarterback, Devontae Smith, Jamison Williams, and Bucky Irving, assuming he plays. Which one is the odd man out?
I think Bucky Irving's the odd man out.
I thought so too.
Look, you know what I mean? Like, first off, even if Bucky Irving's back, and we don't know for sure that he is, you don't love this matchup against the Rams. No team in the NFL has given up fewer rushing touchdowns to opposing running backs than the LA Rams this year, right? They've only given up 2. They're tied for fewest in the NFL. Since week 5, the only running back in the NFL to rush for even 67 yards against the Rams is Derrick Henry. He's the only one to rush for more than 67 yards since week 5. And then you've got Irving there, who we all like Bucky Irving, but, Sean Tucker obviously coming off the huge game. Rashad White they like in pass protection. There's a scenario where you've got a 3-headed running back by committee against one of the best run defenses in the NFL. I think Bucky Irving's the guy that you sit.
Yeah, I would agree with that. All right, Matthew, before we let you go, for people who don't know, like all of us that are online right now have had a couple of failed Hollywood careers along the line.
Yes, all of us.
Including
Except Matthew.
No, including
Matthew's
Matthew,
had a great career.
who lived out here for 15 years. And when you lived here, Matthew, you were a Lakers season ticket holder. Have you seen the 11-4 Lakers play yet this season?
Yeah, I've seen some of them. I haven't seen them since LeBron came back. They're on late here and everything like that. So I catch highlights and everything like that. I have Austin Reeves on my fantasy team, so I've been enjoying him off to a great start. Yeah, we look good. Luka's ridiculous.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
I really enjoy it.
I hope you get a chance to see him play in person. They're really fun.
Speaking of Hollywood, is there ever going to be a Crocodile Dundee 4? I know you wrote Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles. Are you working on a 4th Crocodile Dundee movie?
Well, I can only hope not. I don't think the world is in such trouble. It's such a divisive universe these days.
Yes.
Who needs to add more to the angst and drama of our world at the moment. So I hope not. Listen, I've always said this about writing Crocodile Dundee 3, which is Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles.
Yes.
I've said this, and I've said this all the time, Mace. Much like you and John, I will speak to kids. I'll go to colleges and I'll give them advice, and my advice is always the same. If you're gonna sell out big.
Yeah,
exactly. God bless Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles. It bought me a big house. I absolutely sold out big on that one, but I hope there's not a 4th.
By the way, Matthew, if you change your mind, I just looked it up. Paul Hogan alive and well at age 86.
86.
So the dream is not dead,
Crocodile
Matthew. If you wake
Dundee
up in the
on a
middle of the
walker.
night and feel the urge, if you know what I mean.
All right, so Matthew Berry, everybody can get you 10 a.m. on YouTube with the Fantasy Football Happy Hour. It then airs, I think, at 2 p.m. or on demand on Peacock. Let me see the Fantasy.
It's 9 a.m. It's noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific every day on YouTube, and then available as a podcast and later on Peacock, as you mentioned, Mace. Yeah.
Okay, and then Sunday night.
Sunday Night Football, Football Night in America. We also do the pregame show, Fantasy Football Pregame, which is 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, all the way up until kickoff every Sunday morning, also on the NFL on NBC YouTube channel and on Peacock. And I always say, hey, check out my free Fantasy Life newsletter. Go to fantasylife.com. I send you a newsletter every single day. It's free. It's a 5-minute read. Just gets you up to date on everything you want to know about fantasy football. I know Mace got cut, John, but are you still alive in the Guillotine League?
No, I lasted 2 weeks longer than Mace, but now all four of
us
of
have
the
been
main
cut.
characters on this show have been cut. And how many people are left? There's 4 left, right?
Three
left.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I made it the longest among the 4 of us, Matthew, so I felt good about that. I'll do better next year.
Well, congratulations. It's a lot of fun. And by the way, if you guys, since you're cut, if you wanted to start another league, you can start another league at guillotineleagues.com.
Yeah.
All you need is, because we have different settings and everything like that, you can start a league right now for the rest of the year.
All right, awesome. Hey, Matthew, thank you very much for coming on. As always, we appreciate it, man.
Have a great weekend, man.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
All right, there's
see
Matthew
ya.
Berry, talented Mr. Roto. I don't know if you've noticed this, John. I am off my game today. What is going on with me?
Disagree.
I am so off my game.
I think you were startled by the clogged toilet, but you have rebounded well.
Yeah, I mean,
It's going to be a great show, Mace.
Is it going to be
You
a
got
great
2
show?
more hours
Well,
left.
but by the way, it's interesting you should say you're off your game because coming up next is Icebreakers.
Oh, yeah.
It's worth 2, and I think if you win it, you would lock up your first ever month of Icebreakers.
And I think you might have a good shot at
A
winning.
shot at it. Okay, good. We will do some icebreakers.
Yeah, I may have to go earlier than I'm used to keep you, just to box you out.
We'll do some icebreakers coming up next. By the way, when Matthew Berry joins us, he is brought to you by Fantasy Springs Casino. That's where my mom and stepdad Leo saw Sebastian Maniscalco on Saturday night. Call in right now, 877-710-ESPN. That's 877-710-ESPN for your chance to win a Fantasy Springs prize pack, which includes a 2-night hotel stay, golf or bowling for 2, and dinner for 2 at Fantasy Springs Casino. 877-710-ESPN. Your chance to win. Call in number 7 right now. Mason, Ireland, 710-ESPN. Let me tell you about Prize Picks. Excellent. So, I make decisions every day. And what's great? On Prize Picks, you get it right, you get paid. So I'm working on a ticket for tonight, weirdly. I've got James Harden more than 26.5 points, and Adrian Kempe of the Kings to score a goal. I decided to loop. He's celebrating his new contract.
Really good. Yeah, that's a good pick for him.
Brian, you got anything rolling tonight?
I do. I was going to go Josh Allen more than 20.5 fantasy score.
Oh, yeah.
And then Davis Mills 2 passing touchdowns because I think he gets at least 2.
Okay, there you go. Look, if you are not playing along, what are you doing with your life? Prize Picks makes every game more fun. You heard I'm doing a little hockey. We've done some basketball. We're doing football. It's all there. And right now you can do stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. So let's say Sunday you want to play Luka. Luka's points, 3-pointers, and assists. You can play all 3 of them in the same lineup. And you can follow other Prize Picks players directly on the app. Copy their lineups in one click, whether it's a friend, a celebrity partner, just somebody whose picks you like. Hit the follow button. Check out every lineup they create in the new Feeds tab on Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MACE, M-A-S-E, $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code MACE, $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Get ready for a star-studded showdown in the MLS Cup playoffs. It's do or die as LAFC battles Vancouver Whitecaps in the Western Conference semifinals.
Jump for LA Football Club,
Sun Heung-min leads the black and gold into Vancouver, while Thomas Mueller and the Whitecaps look to protect home turf. LAFC Vancouver, Sun versus Mueller. Pregame begins Saturday night at 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Officer, can I get your perspective as a man of the law?
You know I'm a mall cop, right?
You see this Hyundai Santa Fe? I only paid for it.
Whoa.
Right? I'm not in trouble, am I?
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on select Hyundai vehicles. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end December 1st. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Call Jacob. And there it is, LA, the new number that's changing the game. 800-345-6789. From courtside to curbside, when accidents happen, it's 800-345-6789. Jacob's the one you call.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
The post-career day press conference brought to you by Progressive.
Anthony, can you tell us what happened during career day?
I'm a biomedical researcher. The kids just weren't impressed.
How did you feel when your son called in the backup?
Embarrassed, and I knew it would be a fireman. It's always a fireman. It's cliche, but a crowd favorite. He had an axe and everything. I can't compete with that.
And will the fireman be helping your son with his science fair project?
Hope not. I'm literally a scientist.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has all the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats right at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy teams synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Listen to Mason and Ireland. Weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
And it is Mason and Ireland on ESPN LA. It's time for Icebreakers. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka. The finest vodka sourced from Idaho potatoes. Get it? Idaho, Johnny I, the Idaho compound. Enjoy Blue Ice Classic Vodka or their unique flavors like Huckleberry and Double Espresso. Find Blue Ice in stores and ask for them by name. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
Before we get to Icebreakers, it's game time at Cosm with ESPN LA and Bud Light. Join us Sunday, November 23rd, starting at 10 a.m. for the Bud Light Football Face-Off Tournament. Compete for a shot to win an all-expenses-paid trip to Las Vegas for an epic watch party. You must be 21 or older, so grab a Bud Light and take your shot at glory at Cosm in Inglewood. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. So, our update. Yes. I need to make sure that I have this up at all times. Okay. Our score is Mason's the lead for sure.
Thank you.
You have 26 points. Wow. Brian, you have 7. You fell off this month, brother.
Month.
John has 11. All right. So, and now we are starting our doubling up.
Right. So if I get it on the first guess, I pass you.
You pass me.
You do pass
You
him.
get it on the first guess, it might be over.
It's a tenuous lead.
Okay.
All righty. For 10 points. I was born in 1964 in Virginia.
Okay.
For 9 points. I went to East Carolina University.
East Carolina. Okay.
It is not a real state. It is just a university in a state.
Yes. Okay, got
For
it.
8 points. I've been deathly afraid of flying since surviving a plane crash in Wyoming in 2000 when my jet missed the runway and it sustained major damage. So this person has a fear of flying.
Near plane crash.
Okay.
For 7 points, which would really be 14 if you get it.
Yeah.
I won both an Oscar and a Razzie in the same year. And you guys know what a Razzie is, right?
Yep, the one for doing bad stuff.
The worst
of
actors
the year, yeah. Oscar, Razzie, same year.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you say where this person was born?
Virginia.
Okay.
Ready for me to move on?
Ready.
This is for 6 points / 12 points. My first movie was Who Shot Pat?
What the hell movie's that? Who Shot Pat?
I want to know who shot. Well, this is how it felt when they shoot horses.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Who Shot Pat? Okay.
Okay.
That doesn't help me.
For 5 / 10 points. I was in Ocean's 8.
Oh, my God.
Another
Everybody
person
in Ocean's 8.
Ocean's
Yes,
8.
that movie is great.
Jeez.
So it's probably somebody female, but not necessarily.
Yeah,
Ready for me to move on?
Not necessarily, yeah.
For 8 points, 4 points, please. I won my Oscar for a sports movie.
Ireland.
Go ahead.
I'm going to guess Sandra Bullock.
And you would be right.
Oh, damn.
Danny Bullock.
What? How many points did I get?
You got 8 points there.
So I get 16 or no?
You are currently at...
No, that was the 4. I got 4 and doubled it to 8.
You have 19 total points this month right now.
And how many does Mace have?
26.
26.
Okay. Coming.
All right.
Coming.
All
Tomorrow,
right.
Tomorrow's my chance to pass you.
Somebody told me that if you look at the YouTube chat during Icebreakers, that the correct name pops up a lot of times in the chat.
So did you try it?
No. That would be
cheating.
dishonest. It would be an ethical violation for me. I'm not going to look at the
and I was
chat.
just going to warn you that if you go to the YouTube chat, you'll be immediately depressed because they hate everything.
True.
Yes.
True.
They hate me. They hate John.
Oh,
Yeah, they don't really hate
like
you.
Brian?
They don't hate.
Oh, yeah.
They don't.
They
you,
love
and,
Brian.
you and Brian. It's me, Emily, and Morales get the most crap.
Well, one of you deserves it. Okay. So on this date in 1982, there was a stunning event that happened in college football.
Craziest play I have ever seen. Ever.
So Stanford kicked a field goal to take a 20-19 lead over Cal with 4 seconds left.
And keep in mind, this is the game in Northern California. This is USC, UCLA. These two are bitter rivals.
And thinking the game is over, the Stanford marching band spills onto the field during the ensuing kickoff in one of the weirdest moments in all of history. It's known as the play. It includes 5 laterals and a game-winning touchdown run. And here is the way that sounded. John, you know the announcer on this, right?
It's Joe Starkey, who for years did the Niners and did Cal. I don't know if Joe is still doing either. I don't even know if Joe's still alive. But this is a great call and a very famous one. And for people in Northern California, Joe's their guy. He's like Chick Hearn.
Yep.
So people in Northern California love this, unless you went to Stanford.
Yeah.
Harmon will probably try to squib it, and he does. Ball comes loose, and the Bears have to get out of bounds. Rodgers along the sideline, another one. They're still in deep trouble at midfield. They tried to do a couple of... The ball is still loose as they get it to Rodgers. They give it back now to the 30. They're down to the 20. Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go into the end zone. He's going into the end zone. The Bears have won. The Bears have won. Oh, my God. The most amazing, sensational, dramatic, heart-rending, exciting, thrilling finish in the history of college football.
Wow. That is a great call. A great call. You could tell totally spontaneous. There's no way you could plan any of that out. The band is on the field. I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah, Brian, see if you can find, type this into a search, Bill King, Holy Roller. Because right around that time, the Raiders were playing the Chargers, and Bill King was the voice in Northern California at the time. He did all the A's games. He did all of the Raider games. Bill passed away many years ago. Matter of fact, Bill's broadcast partner for a lot of years was Rich Marotta.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah,
Rich worked with Bill for a long time, but he had a very similar call to when basically the Raiders, because the Raiders are always looking to cheat.
Yep,
I say that affectionately as a reformed Raider fan.
They got to cheat more. I'm looking
this
at their
was Bill King describing arguably the most famous play in Raider history.
Bradshaw, Stabler back. Here comes the rush. He sidesteps. Can he throw? He can't. The ball flipped forward is loose. A wild scramble. 2 seconds on the clock. Casper grabbing the ball. It is ruled a fumble. Casper has recovered in the end zone. The Oakland Raiders have scored on the most zany, unbelievable, absolutely impossible dream of a play. Madden is on the field. He wants to know if it's real. They said yes. Get your big butt out of here. He does. There's nothing real in the world anymore. The Raiders won the football game. The Chargers are standing, looking at each other. They don't believe it. Nobody believes it. I don't know if the Raiders believe it. It's not real. 52,000 people minus a few lonely Raider fans are stunned. A man would be a fool to ever try and write a drama and make you believe it. This one will be relived forever.
Wow,
How
that's
great of a call
another
is
great
that?
call. Oh, man.
I mean, you
So
could give
good.
him 10 more takes and he
So
wouldn't do it that
real
great.
and so honest and so on the moment.
On the
just,
most zany,
yeah.
impossible dream of a play.
Yep.
And by the way,
The forward
right
fumble.
right after that game, they changed the rule.
Yep, no more forward fumbles.
You cannot, if you fumble the ball, it goes back to where you fumbled it.
Yep. It was Dave Casper that scored the
Kenny
touchdown.
Stabler.
Yeah, Kenny Stabler, and then Dave Casper's the guy that scrambled into the end zone for it. Those are great calls. I love listening to old-timey calls.
Yeah, well, those two are fantastic.
Yeah, they're
Both of them.
fantastic. All right, coming up next, we're going to do some sports graffiti. 877-710-ESPN. Maybe you have a reaction to Joey and Jesse Buss being fired by the Lakers.
Big USC game coming up this weekend. Lots of stuff. But before you finish your tease, let me remind everybody that Icebreakers is brought to you by Blue Ice Vodka. Blue Ice Vodka is from Idaho. They make it from potatoes. It's spectacular. Distilled for clarity, filtered for perfection. Blue Ice isn't just vodka. It's a statement. Go ahead.
Okay,
Sorry.
so Dr. Jeannie Buss has effectively, this is what the Joey and Jesse say, have effectively kept herself in place. And they, of course, are gone now. What does it mean? What's the impact of that? We'll talk to Ramona Shelburne about it a little bit coming up. And, of course, the John mentions USC Saturday at Oregon. Huge game. Chance for USC to go to the college football playoff. Sunday night, Rams. Prime time. It's Tampa Bay in town to take on the Rams at SoFi Stadium. 877-710-ESPN. Get your calls in here next. Mason and Ireland, 710-ESPN.
All right. Are you active? Do you play golf, pickleball, tennis, soccer, basketball, football? And after you do that, are you sore? If that's you, you got to go on the web and look at iSpot Active. iSpotActive.com. ICEBOD Active.com. It is a smarter way to ice. If you're somebody that has to put ice bags on your knees after you do something active, or if you're working in the yard and you've got to put, an ice pack on your lower back, those days are over. James Worthy is one of the part owners of this company, and what they have created are compression wear shirts and pants that have ice cold gel packs that you just slide into the shirt or slide into the pants. You put this stuff on for 20 minutes, and 20 minutes later, when I do it, I'm not sore anymore. Try it and see if it works for you. I'm a big cryotherapy guy. I have not gone to a cryotherapy session since they invented iSpot Active. That's how good it is, and it will save you hundreds of dollars a week if you follow my lead. So go to iSpotActive.com. ICEBOD Active.com. Check it out today. They're having a Black Friday sale. iSpot Active makes you actually have an
I
iSpot
do.
Active
I was wearing
shirt.
one on my arm last night because I got this elbow thing going on. And it's great.
Yeah, so use iSpot Active wherever you can. iSpotActive.com.
Okay, got a couple lines open. 877-710-ESPN for sports graffiti. We'll do it next. Mason and Ireland, 710-ESPN.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
USC fans in the OC, let's go! We're bringing the energy to Costa Mesa for the USC Oregon watch party at Mercado Northgate Gonzalez. Man, I love that place. So much good food. It's a great time and it's a party. I'm Bethel Duran. Join me this Saturday at noon as we watch USC take on Oregon in this Big Ten rivalry. Wear your USC gear. Come experience the authentic flavors of traditional Mexican food and enjoy an afternoon full of prizes. Food, USC football, Mercado Northgate Gonzalez, 2300 Harper Boulevard in Costa Mesa.
Don't sit on the sidelines if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to go full contact for your case. They'll rush the defense, tackle the insurance companies, and drive it all the way into the end zone to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning team now at 213-747-1234, 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Don't fumble your future. Your recovery is their priority. Call Joe now and score a touchdown with Normand Legal.
Hey, everybody, it's Cap. Are you downsizing or inheriting a home? Want to cash in on your equity? Call Seller's Advantage. They buy homes as is with no costly repairs, agents, or commissions. Get a competitive cash offer and close in days or on your timeline. Seller's Advantage has over 20 years of experience and even offers a $20,000 advance for moving expenses. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your no-obligation offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Lakers fans, there's never been a better way to get closer to the team. Take the purple and gold with you wherever you go by downloading the Lakers app. Presented by BBGO. Get access to exclusive sweepstakes, breaking news, live game updates, must-see highlights, and more. The Lakers app is available in the App Store for free. Make sure to stay locked in all season long and always be game day ready with all the info you need to know for each game. Lakers app has you covered, Lake Show. Download the app now to your iPhone or Android. Let's go Lakers.
Clinton Yates here. The holidays are upon us, and so are the savings at Total Wine & More. Discover thousands of wines, spirits, and beers like my favorite, IPAs, perfect for every celebration and every budget. From bold reds to sparklers, you'll find the perfect wines to raise a glass this season. With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find only at Total Wine & More. Curbside pickup and delivery available in most areas. See TotalWine.com for details. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. Be 21.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom school designs that let everyone know who you root for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing snacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN, 1 free year of Perplexity Pro, and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. If you're ready to upgrade your driving experience, you gotta go and check out what's happening at Cadillac and their incredible new lineup of state-of-the-art EVs, sedans, and SUVs. And hey, look, there's no better place to experience the luxury of Cadillac than at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out Cadillac of Beverly Hills and their beautiful showroom at 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. And check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. And it's time for Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti like we do every day at this time. Sponsored by our friends at BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout. Now let's do it. Let's talk about it on Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland.
All right, hey, dum-dums, 877-710-ESPN. Got a couple of lines open today.
Yeah, 2 of them. We never have 2 lines open, but they're open now.
877-710-ESPN. Jump in here right now. Let's go.
Ernest in L.A., you're our leadoff hitter today. Ernest, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Yesterday, John, you asked Emily a question how that roommate came about. Her mic was muted the whole time, so we never got that answer. If we could hear that, that'd be great.
Okay.
All right. So how did you and Parker end up being roommates?
Because we are
coworkers.
That's how we became roommates.
Yeah, it's not complicated.
Yeah, I had my old roommate lost his job, so I moved back home to San Diego, and I needed a roommate. Parker wanted to move up to LA from Long Beach, and that's how we became roommates.
And the rest is history.
Yes.
Chad in Laguna Niguel. Hey, Chad, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Hey, guys. How you doing today? Love your show.
Thanks, man.
Hey, quick thing about load management. Here's the only solution as I see it. Baseball or basketball, like any other thing, is a business, and the owners have allowed the players, and business is about leverage, and the owners have allowed the leverage to swing way in the favor of the players, and as a result, the players feel like they don't have to do anything because they make so much money. So the only way I can see this getting solved is the owners are going to have to lock out the players, and they're going to have to break the union, which the NBA union is kind of notoriously weak. So I see that as being the only way. They're going to have to lock them out, break the union, and institute some sort of non-guaranteed contract type of deal.
So Chad, what's interesting is I think you're right, but I think you got the wrong sport.
Yeah. Right.
I think the strike is coming, or the lockout is coming in baseball.
Oh, there's no baseball in 2027. Canceled for 2027.
Yeah, I mean, every article you read is the owners are going to insist on a salary cap. A few of them have said it's an absolute deal breaker, and the players say if they do, we will not play.
Yeah, I mean, and the baseball union's strong. It is true the NBA Players Union is not a particularly strong union, although I think you got to look at this from an organizational perspective, too. It's not just superstars saying, I don't think I'm going to play tonight. It's organizations sometimes saying, look, it's the first night of a back-to-back. We're going to hold you for tomorrow night. It's organizational. Everybody's in on this load management thing, which is what makes it tough to deal with.
And we're going to get into it a little deeper coming up.
Yeah.
There have been a lot of people kind of sounding
weighing
off
in, yep,
on how you can fix it. The problem is most people just complain about it and don't offer a solution.
Which is basically what everybody's doing.
Yeah,
right?
if you don't have a solution, then no one's listening to you anyway.
Right.
So they've got to figure out what they're going to do next. Here's Ivan in Southgate. Hey, Ivan, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Hey, guys. I want to bring up something that I don't think enough people are talking about.
Okay.
The Clippers have clipped themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They always clip. But I think the Clippers' curse is spreading throughout the whole league with what they did with OKC and all the draft picks they gave them.
How is it
I think it's a
spreading
huge deal,
throughout the
and
league?
I think, something needs to be done about it.
Like what?
Do you think there'll ever be a cap on how many draft picks you could put in a trade?
Well, a few years ago, you're not far off.
You're only
Ivan.
allowed to trade 2 years. Oh, no, you're not
can't
allowed to trade
your
back-to-back.
Yeah, you can't trade your number one pick 2 years in a row. That's the Ted Stepien rule.
Yep.
Who was the owner of the Clippers way back when, and he wanted to trade all his draft picks every year, so the league basically put in a rule so he couldn't do that.
So there are limits on the number of draft picks you can include right now. I don't think there's a limit on the number of draft picks you can collect.
No.
That's what Sam Presti has proven.
Well, he has 11 first-round and 25 second-round picks over the next 5 years.
And the youngest team in the league.
36 picks, and he's a defending champ, and they're 16-1.
Yeah.
I mean, they play tomorrow night, so they'll be 16-1 after tomorrow night.
Yes.
They play in Utah tomorrow. Or they play Utah in Oklahoma City tomorrow night. It might be in Utah, but it doesn't matter where it is. They'll win.
No.
Jason in Downey. Hey, Jason, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, speaking of the Clippers, what a coincidence. Which organization is more in shambles, the Clippers or the Mavericks?
Good question.
Well, I would say it's the Mavs just because the Clippers have the richest owner in all of sports. Not just the NBA, but all of sports.
Yeah, although, who's in more shambles?
And according to Ramona, who's going to join us after Sports Graffiti, Ramona says that nobody on the Clippers is under any pressure to win. That they're a part of a 2-3 year plan.
Yeah.
And so I would say the team in shambles is the Mavericks.
Yeah, the Mavericks are a mess. There are reports now that they may trade Anthony Davis.
That may be their only move.
Yeah.
Dave in Roland Heights. Hey, Dave, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Hello, Dave.
Steve.
Yeah.
Not Dave.
All right. Sorry,
Steve. Go ahead.
No problem. Hey, I just want to let you know that I love the fact that the Rams are flying under the radar. Everybody talks about all the other teams, all the other quarterbacks, but Stafford and the Rams right now are really rolling hard.
Agree with you 100%. And I think, go ahead, talk about the Eagles and talk about, the Colts, talk about the other teams. I think the Rams are the best team in the NFL right now.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
Steve.
It was
on that
Steve.
Line. Party line.
Nick in Irvine. You're on Sports Graffiti. Nick, go ahead.
Hey, guys. Listen, I'm a UCLA football fan. I'm a Raider football fan.
Wow.
I'm a huge Laker fan, but, it started kind of the beginning of the year. So I am still living so high on the Dodgers World Series victory, and every day I cry. Every day something new brings a tear to my eye, and how is that? Because on my, on all my social media feeds, because of the algorithms and that I watch all the Dodger videos, people are remixing these videos with like different kind of mixes, different kind of videos that you haven't seen before, living it over every day, day after day after day, and I'm just loving it, baby.
Yeah.
'Cause that was incredible that we pulled that out.
Yep.
That Miggy Rowe did that. That our catcher did that?
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That
It's
the
still
pitcher
amazing.
did that?
Well,
17 innings?
I think to your point, Nick, the farther away we get from this World Series, I think the the lore is going to grow.
The lore is growing, yeah.
It was arguably, somebody asked Tom Verducci last week on the MLB Network, where does that World Series rank in all the ones you've seen in person? I think he said he's been to every one since 1995.
Right.
He said it's either 1 or 2. He goes, the only one that's even in the conversation is Cubs-Indians when the Cubs broke their curse.
Right.
He said, but this one had everything, and there were, and he pointed out, Tom pointed out, there were 5 or 6 plays where if they go the other way, Toronto wins.
Yeah.
Any of the 5. And
this is my favorite postseason ever. You know, I've chased them around the country, and I've done all that stuff because I'm a huge Dodger fan. And I think this time in particular, now I was at the Freddie Freeman game last year, which was amazing. I would say that is exceeded by the Shohei Ohtani game in the NLCS with the 3 home runs and the 6 scoreless and the 10 strikeouts, although the game clincher was spectacular, and Miguel Rojas, who we had on the show last Friday, was just such a nice guy, such an amazing guy. Got very emotional, wears his heart on his sleeve. He was really, really cool.
Before we move off of Sports Graffiti, I do want to play a clip based on all this like Dodger talk right now.
Okay, good.
I saw this come across my my desk, I guess. Blake Snell does streaming, so he'll stream video games, stuff like that, Twitch streaming. And so
Blake was at the Ram game last
he was at the Rams game, yeah.
He was asked about something about Vladdy. This is his response.
What Bruce say? Vladdy is he in Cancun. Go pick him up and then come over this way. Tell me that. Don't clip it. Come on, let me live my life, please. He had a great series.
I'm sure someone said Vladdy is your daddy, and then he goes, well, Vladdy's in Cancun.
And he said, don't clip it, so it was clipped right away, and it's right on the radio.
Well, think about Toronto. They hadn't been to the World Series since 1993.
Yep.
And all they had to do was win 1 game at home, and they lost Game 6 in a close game, got doubled off to end the game at second base. Lost Game 7 in a game they could have won if 4 or 5 different plays didn't go the other way. It is one of, I would argue, that Miguel Rojas' home run is the 3rd greatest home run in Dodgers history. Number 1, Kirk Gibson, 88.
Yeah.
Number 2, Freddie Freeman last year.
Yeah.
Number 3, Miguel Rojas in Toronto. I think it was that big of a home run.
I mean, it was the whole year.
Dead.
It was over. The game was over. I mean, I was getting ready to leave Cosmo. I'm like, that's it. Rojas, I mean, I was saying, like, bunt, get Shohei to the play. Rojas just yanks one. It was amazing. And I wore my Dodger championship hoodie today. I'm like, I'm still savoring that. It just won't happen every year, guys. It just will not happen every year.
All right, coming up next, we're going to track Ramona Shelburne down. Big Laker news today, and we'll get Ramona's take on that.
All right, and let's talk about it on Sports Graffiti is brought to you by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Our listeners get 10% off their first month of therapy. Just call pound 250, say the keyword timeout. That's pound 250, say the keyword timeout. All right, this Giving Tuesday, make Goodwill Southern California your nonprofit of choice. When you donate or shop at Goodwill SoCal, you're doing more than finding great deals. You're changing lives. Goodwill Southern California provides job training and career placement and supportive services for veterans and youth and individuals overcoming barriers to employment. Every donation and purchase fuels these life-changing programs, helping people build brighter futures. So this Giving Tuesday, give the gift of opportunity. Visit powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org to learn more and get involved. That's powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. Brought to you by Goodwill Southern California and Verizon Skill Forward. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All gas, all Lakers.
Sunday, the Lake Show and the Jazz run it back for the 2nd game in a row. This time in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Back to LeBron for 3. Got it. First 3 of the season for LeBron.
LeBron, Luka, and the Lakers versus the Jazz starts Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Catch all the action on KNX AM 1070
and the all-new ESPN LA app. Be sure to catch Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti, weekday afternoons at 1 p.m. on Mason and Ireland. Sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement, and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
All right. We got a caller who says, I need to buy a car and I need to save money. Well, my friend, I've got one answer for you. The Cerritos Auto Square. It's America's largest auto mall. 24 dealerships, all the top brands, all in one easy location right here in SoCal. And here's the secret. These dealers sell more cars than anyone because they have low prices. And they can actually afford low prices because they sell so many cars. Check it out at CerritosAutosquare.com.
Cerritos Auto Square. This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-419-2387. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-419-2387. 800-419-2387. 800-419-2387.
College football is back, and the Coliseum is the place to be. USC football takes on the best in college football, with home games against Michigan, Michigan State, Iowa, and crosstown rival UCLA. Don't miss a single snap, a single touchdown, or the roar of the Trojan Nation. Single game tickets are now available at usctrojans.com/tickets. usctrojans.com/tickets. Fight on!
The biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland.
Payoff pitch to Rojas.
Hey, this is Miguel Rojas from the Los Angeles Dodgers.
It's back! It's on its way! Out of here! Miguel Rojas!
You're listening to Mason and Ireland Show.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
I'm playing this for Momo. She's a huge Adele fan. On this date 10 years ago.
Who isn't an Adele fan? Do you know anyone who doesn't respect and like Adele?
I do not personally, but Momo, really, she's almost walked up to her at Lakers games and said,
I'm disappointed.
Hello.
Ramona, I am disappointed you haven't.
I have, but I saw her in the bathroom a couple times. You know.
Did you say hello?
Wait a minute. You walked right up to Chalamet. Why won't you walk up to Adele?
No. I did. I talked to Rich Paul while he was sitting with her. Does that count?
No, it does not. You're not talking to Adele. So I wanted to play that for you because she's saying hello and the Lakers are saying goodbye to Joey and Jesse Buss. Give us the story. How did this come about?
I think this has probably been coming for a while. And look, when you ultimately Jeannie Buss makes basketball decisions. She's in charge of this, and I think they've been planning how they were going to redo the organization when Mark Walter took over since the sale first went through, right? So I think this has been coming for a while. I think it landed as a bit of a surprise today because it's terminated is a very strong word, right? But the sale agreement, and I think Jesse Buss is on the record with The Athletic, which I just read that story. He's on the record as saying she's fired everyone. So it's obviously not great feelings on the Jesse and Joey's side here and how this went down. And it sounds like a lot of the scouting department has been turned over rather rapidly. But I think it's everybody knew there was going to be changes, right? I think you're going to see a lot of changes pretty quick, right? And somebody phrased that to me the other day. Like, you see a lot of changes pretty quick on probably the scouting side and the development side, and then on this the way the front office is organized, but also on the business side. I still think there's going to be much more addition rather than subtraction. So today it's obviously a big deal when you learn, the families, there's a split here, but that relationship had been very close for a lot of years. Remember when the older brothers tried to stage the palace coup? I think, Joey and Jesse stood with Jeannie, and Joey's still an alternate governor of the team until today, I guess.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens next, because they've started their own sports group, the Bus Sports Capital, right? I think they're looking at a lot of different opportunities in either basketball or in other sports, from what I understand. So they'll probably have some news of their own fairly soon.
We're talking to Ramona Shelburne. Ramona, did it affect Joey and Jesse, in your opinion, that they were the only two kids to vote against the sale of the team to Mark Walter?
Okay, so I've got a little conflicting information on that.
Okay.
I had a conversation earlier this week that I think, it was phrased to me that it was, the vote was not unanimous. And I if you understand their position in the family trust, they are, it was supposed to be last man standing, right?
Right, and they're the youngest.
So,
yeah.
They're the youngest. So they were going to be the last men standing. So they, they kind of went from being, potentially in charge of all of it, and 2 out of 6, last standing, to, I guess, today out. But they still have their shares in the still owned by all 6, right? The 18% that they still have is still owned by all 6. And so when the deal was done, Jeannie had power to do all of this, right? To do the deal. They changed the family trust a little while ago. I'm not so sure that they voted against it. I think that they maybe hadn't returned their votes yet. I think when the story came out, there was still time for the votes to come in, and 4 votes had come in to sell, and so it broke. But I think that in the end, they may not have voted against it. I don't want to say that they didn't, but the feeling I got was they may have, once it was announced it was happening, maybe they might have voted for it or just abstained.
Right. So who was swinging the axe here? Was it Jeannie? Was it Mark Walter? Who's pushing this, and why did it happen now?
Ultimately, Jeannie's running the team. She's making these decisions, and so, but she's not doing it. And I'll say this: I have some, I'll have more on this a lot later,
Sure.
in a little bit. But nothing Jeannie does is without consultation with Mark Walter.
Mm-hmm.
Like she might have the final say, and I think she does, but there's very few times where they're ever going to be not aligned.
Right.
There where it's ever going to be, okay, we're arguing and somebody's got to make the final call, and it's, she right now has it. But I don't think this was done without consultation, pretty extensive consultation with him.
Right.
So I think it's a joint choice, but she's in charge.
Yeah.
Ramona, we were talking earlier, Mace and I, about the fact that there's a lot of smart people over at the Dodgers. I mean, really almost too many to name, but most of them work for Andrew Friedman, and Andrew's really smart. Are they involved in the decisions of big decisions like this moving forward? Are the Dodger executives part of the consortium that's being looped in on stuff like this?
Yeah. They are. Right now, you have to think about this now as the Walter Sports Group, okay? So there's the Walter Group, and then there's the Walter Sports Group.
Okay.
And eventually, all of Mark Walter's sports holdings will be under the Walter Group, the Walter Sports Group, okay? So think of it like Josh Harris has the Flyers and the Sixers and the Commanders. And when I deal with the Sixers PR guy, he's a guy named Dave Schaller. Well, he's been playing a big role in Commanders PR, right? And overseeing everything.
Yeah.
So when you have a very talented executive like an Andrew Friedman or a Farhan Zaidi, or all the other guys that they have in their scouting department, et cetera, Brandon Gomes, et cetera, they're all part of the Walter Group. So these are all resources that are now being shared. I think is that the right way
yeah.
to put it?
No,
yeah.
that answers my question. Yeah.
Yeah, I've said this on air before. Rob Pelinka has a very good relationship, or a very good working relationship, and it dates back to this summer before the sale even went through with Andrew Friedman. They've been talking and consulting for months.
Right.
And I think that you're going to see an expansion of that as we go forward into this transition phase, especially with Andrew Friedman, especially with Farhan Zaidi, et cetera. They're all shared resources. And, they're not coming for Rob Pelinka's job. They have a job. They work for the Dodgers, right? They have a title with the Dodgers, but they're right now in a position where they are support for the Lakers front office.
All right, last thing for me, Momo. Were you surprised to see Paul DePodesta come back into baseball? He ran the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Then he ran the Browns.
Then
right?
he was in the charge of the Browns analytics department, and now he's going to go run the Rockies. Speaking of guys having one foot in two different sports, were you surprised to see DePodesta come back into baseball?
No, because I think when baseball's in your blood, that's where he came up. That's his first love.
Right.
And I think also when you weren't that successful at it, he didn't finish the way he wanted to, right?
Sure. Right.
And then he just transitioned into football and stuff like that. But when you kind of want another crack at it, and I don't think the Rockies are a good spot.
Yeah. By the way, I think they will continue to suck, just whether because of Paul or in spite of Paul. I mean, they don't spend any money there, so it's kind of a dead end job.
Yeah, it's not a great way to come back, right? But I just think it's when something's in your blood, it's just in your blood.
Yeah, I get
I
get that.
Does that help? I don't know. I mean, I think today's a weird day, with the family dynamic, et cetera. But I think it's also, while it felt abrupt today, I think it's not surprising.
Okay.
Based off of how things have gone the last few years.
And I imagine you're writing on this subject right now?
Not right now.
No, not right now. Okay.
Bit.
Well, keep us up to
a little
date.
bit.
Keep us up to
I
date.
will.
And you're going to introduce me to Adele, right?
Oh, okay. That's going to be on our goals.
Submission.
Okay?
I'll tell you what, you're going to have to climb over Lisa Ireland to get there
Really?
first. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Let's put it this way, Momo, I'd be very scared for Adele if Lisa and Adele ended up in a bathroom together. Because I don't think Lisa would let her leave.
Interesting.
It would.
It just felt like the wrong place to be like, "Hi, it's Momo."
Yeah.
We're getting done watching our.
It's me.
Hello.
It's me.
Hello.
It's me.
All right,
We just peed. What are we gonna do? We're in a bathroom.
Momo, thank you for coming on. Thank you for the intel.
Thanks,
we
Momo.
appreciate it as always.
got it, guys.
All right.
Okay.
There's
All right, bye.
Ramona Shelburne. It kind of raises. Oh, actually, no. We'll hold that question. I got a question in my head that I want to ask, but Luke Robitaille is coming up next. We'll talk some Kings hockey. They signed a new contract with Adrian Kempe. We'll do all that coming up next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, time to talk about National University. Born and built right here in Southern California, NU has more than 150 degree programs, credentials, and certificates. And here's the best part. They're veteran-founded and veteran-focused. They know you've got a lot of other things on your plate, so they make it achievable with 4 and 8 week online courses, a generous transfer credit policy, and millions handed out in scholarships last year. So don't think you don't have time to get your degree if that's what you really want to do. Score your own big win with National University, proud sponsor of the Lakers, proud sponsor of ESPN LA. Any questions you have about National University and about the things I'm talking about can most likely be answered on their website. Here's their web address, nu.edu. nu.edu, National University.
The afternoon show with DeMarco and Travis, where a simple conversation turns into a full-blown Mickey Mouse showdown.
Oh, boy. You didn't think I had that one,
No,
did you,
I did not.
It's terrifying. Oh, my God.
Can we all do one?
Oh, boy.
Do
Not
it,
bad.
DeAndre.
Was that good? Not bad.
Oh,
boy.
Oh, boy.
I think those were 4 passable Mickeys and Minnies. Do it again.
Oh, boy.
See, you got to do the breath. It's weird.
DeMarco and Travis, weekdays 3 to 6 p.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Oh, boy.
Looking for paint that actually lasts? Vista Paint delivers expert quality, rich color, and pro-trusted durability, backed by over 60 years of experience. From your home to your next big project, we've got you covered. Vista Paint, since 1956.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Here's Travis Rogers.
NFC West Division leading 8-2. The Los Angeles Rams will host Sunday Night Football at SoFi Stadium against the visiting Tampa Bay Buccaneers. An old friend, Baker Mayfield, coming to town, and they're going to have to do it a little shorthanded, putting not one, not two, but three different Rams starters on the IR. Right tackle Rob Havenstein down. Tight end Tyler Higbee down, and the leader of the defense, safety Quentin Lake, all placed on IR. According to Sean McVay, the hope is that they will all be able to return at some point this season. As far as Havenstein goes, Warren McClendon very likely to step into his spot. Tyler Higbee, of course, lots of options at tight end, whether that's Davis Allen, whether that is Colby Parkinson, or, of course, the rookie out of Oregon, Terrence Ferguson. All options at tight end. As far as Quentin Lake goes, a very big hole to fill. With Thursday's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rogers.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Powered by ZipRecruiter. Looking for your next great hire? Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
When it comes to hiring, other job sites are still huddling while ZipRecruiter's already in the end zone. That's why over 4 million businesses have used ZipRecruiter to hire, and why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. Get in the end zone with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Looking to score big on flooring? Kick off your project with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Every day's a win, no gimmicks, no markups, just the wholesale deals on every surface. Call 866-62-FLOOR or visit them on the web, hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
I always give thanks for cash, but I'll never poo-poo a gift card from Mom. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Book a room with the view for as low as $129.
Number 2.
Morongo's got your Thanksgiving feast to go. Your choice of a whole turkey, glazed ham, or prime rib with 6 sides and dessert. Order yours now.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away a Lincoln Nautilus November 30th.
Morongo, good times.
Don't strike out if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to step into the batter's box for you. They'll swing for the fences, go extra innings if they have to, and make sure the insurance companies are out at home. They'll cover all the bases and bring you home safe with the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning lineup now at 213-747-1234. That's 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Normand Legal, your recovery is always a grand slam.
Your fantasy roster is set. The Smack Talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, ETHOS, ethos.com/play.
And it is Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Like, that's the problem in the world, is there aren't enough happy shows, fun shows.
Mason and Ireland.
710 ESPN.
All right, we're expecting Luke Robitaille playing the Kings theme song there. In the meantime, watch SC and the OC with ESPN LA. Join Beto Duran, Chris Morales, and the whole ESPN LA crew this Saturday, November 22nd, for USC versus Oregon, a big watch party at Mercado Gonzalez Northgate Market in Costa Mesa. Party starts at noon, kickoff 12:30. Great food, giveaways all throughout the game. That's Mercado Gonzalez at 2300 Harbor Boulevard in Costa Mesa. See you in the OC. All right, well, we wait for I don't know. And if you're just tuning in, Joey and Jesse Buss have been the word is terminated from the Los Angeles Lakers. I don't think I could fire my brothers.
Yeah, you could.
You think I could fire Brian or Trav?
Yeah, I've seen the dynamic between the three of you. I think that you would take care of them and make sure that they were financially whole, and that happened in this case.
Right. I mean, they're walking away with $1 billion each, or so.
Close to it.
Close to it, yeah.
And so I don't think you would ever do that. I don't think you'd ever pull the rug out from under them. But you've been professionally more successful than both of them, and I don't know your dynamic 100%, but I know you well enough to say if they weren't doing things the way you thought they should be done, you would fire them.
No, I'd like bump them up to vice president of BS.
Yeah, but that's firing.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean,
do you think they had an opportunity to go to more of a ceremonial position and maintain a stake in the organization, or were they just sent packing?
I think what I learned from the Luka trade was the Lakers like to keep their circle of trust small. Okay? In other words, it was almost impossible. Think about this, Mace.
Yeah.
I travel with the Lakers. I'm in their hotels. I'm on their buses.
Yep.
I'm around JJ and Rob and all of them.
Sure.
All the time.
Yeah.
I had zero idea the Luka trade was coming. None.
I don't think anybody in the world knew, right?
So how did they?
It appeared out of nowhere.
So how did they pull that off? They kept their circle tight.
Right. Well, those days are over. The tight circle days are over. I mean, we're going to get a really big front office now.
I agree, but I think Jeannie only trusts a small group of people.
But she's going to have to trust more people because they're going to bring in more people. There are going to be layers of management here. There's going to be infrastructure here. And I'll tell you what, if I would not mess with Jeannie. I would not mess with Jeannie.
Yeah, well, remember when
Johnny,
she fired
Jim, Jesse,
when she fired Jim,
Joey,
she said that she had a conversation with Kobe. Said you got to be Khaleesi. You got to go full Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
and I think Jeannie thinks she needs that club in her bag. If she's going to be the governor, she needs to make, I don't want to say emotionless decisions, but decisions that aren't based in emotion.
Right.
I know her a little. I can't imagine this was fun for her to fire her brothers.
It was fun. No.
But if enough people came to her in the company and said, here's what we need to do to put our best foot forward. We need to consolidate the scouting department. We need to bring people in who aren't necessarily here because of their last name, but here because of their prior experience.
Right.
Now, what's weird about that is, like I mentioned earlier, I know Jesse and I know Joey a little bit, and I thought they actually did a really good job. What things they were given. Joey was the president of the South Bay Lakers. I think that's a highly successful G League team.
Sure.
Jesse was the assistant general manager in charge of scouting, and he helped him find a bunch of great players, including guys like Austin Reeves. So I don't think you can say this is performance. What I think you can say is anytime there's an ownership change, and you and I have been through this here.
Yeah.
Anytime there's a change at the top, there is going to be a management restructuring. Every single time I've ever gone through a new program director, a new general manager, a new owner, changes at the management level follow every single time. I think that's what happened here.
Well, and if you think about where the changes are likely to come, the changes are likely to come in scouting and player development. That's where other organizations devote a lot of resources. That's kind of the wheelhouse of these two guys. And I think Mark Walter and Jeannie are looking at it and saying, well, this is part of the organization. We need a new blueprint here, and these guys don't fit the new blueprint.
Yeah, and it's hard. Like, the reason I brought up the Luka trade is it's hard to get anything done, particularly in professional sports, if you have to run it through a committee of 20 people.
Sure.
One of the reasons Nico Harrison crashed and burned is he acted with absolute power. He didn't consult anybody, and it ended up getting him fired. I think Rob Pelinka, Ramona talked about it, now has resources with a proven winning track record that he can say, he can pick up the phone and call Andrew Friedman and say, hey, I'm thinking about doing this deal. Tell me what you think. And he's getting it from a sports business background perspective. Now, Jesse and Joey have institutional knowledge. They can tell you everything that's ever happened with the Lakers, but they're not talking to the same people Andrew Friedman's talking to.
No, not at all. All right, so Luke may come in. We don't know. In the meantime, coming up next, we teased this earlier. We didn't get to it, but it is a really, really serious issue in the NBA. How do we solve the star injury crisis in the NBA? We will do that coming up next for you. In the meantime, Cosm, I'm telling you, I will be there on Saturday for USC Oregon. My favorite place to watch again. If you can't be in the stadium, be at Cosm. And right now you can watch NFL games in shared reality at Cosm. Feel the energy of game day in the dome, in the hall this season before every Rams home game. Hang out with ESPN LA's Travis Rogers, Sua Cravens, and Emily Hebel for the Rams pregame show live from the hall at Cosm. If you got a ticket to the game, you can go on in for free. Catch all the energy on massive wall-to-wall LED displays in the hall, and don't miss the delicious signature menu of local food, favorites, craft cocktails, beers all over the place. To learn more, visit Cosm.com. Check out all their events. Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The heart and soul of ESPN Los Angeles. We call him the Cisco Kid. The Cisco Kid. The one and only Beto Duran.
Here's Beto Duran. USC fans in the OC, let's go! We're bringing the energy to Costa Mesa for the USC Oregon watch party at Mercado Northgate Gonzalez. Man, I love that place. So much good food. It's a great time and it's a party. I'm Beto Duran. Join me this Saturday at noon as we watch USC take on Oregon in this Big Ten rivalry. Wear your USC gear. Come experience the authentic flavors of traditional Mexican food and enjoy an afternoon full of prizes, food, USC football, and fun with the ESPN LA promo team. Mercado Norte Gonzalez, 2300 Harbor Boulevard in Costa Mesa.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
For years, LA has known the name Jacob and Ronnie, the lawyer with the billboards, the one who shows up when you need help the most. And now he's got something new. 800-345-6789. A number so easy you'll never forget it. Write it down, save it, take a picture. Because when an accident happens, that's the number you need the most. 800-345-6789. New number, same Jacob. 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Harry Douglas here. Look, being a man doesn't mean skipping self-care. Manscaped makes it easy to feel confident, clean, and ready for anything. Whether you're at work, hitting the gym, traveling for business, or heading for a night out. The Lawnmower Trimmer gives you precision, the Beard Hedger keeps your look tight, and their grooming essentials smell incredible. Manscaped's tools are built to perform, helping you stay sharp, smooth, and feeling your best every single day. Because real confidence starts with a clean cut and the right gear. Get all the Manscaped products you need right now at your local Target.
Target brings more taste, more flavor, and more deals to your Thanksgiving table. Save big on affordable holiday crowd pleasers, like select elevated sides and appetizers from Good & Gather for only $4.99. Favorite day pies for a sweet finishing touch, also just $4.99. And don't forget, great tasting turkey for only 79 cents a pound. So many cravings, so many ways to save. Step into the holidays and elevate your Thanksgiving today. Only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Hi, this is Devontae Adams of your LA Rams. The biggest show on the radio, this is Mason in Ireland. LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN. Listen to every Rams game on the all-new ESPN LA app.
All right, LA, the Crosstown Classic is coming. ESPN LA and Verizon getting game day ready. Join us next Tuesday, November 25th, starting at 4:30 p.m. at Verizon in Koreatown on Wilshire and Culver City on Jefferson. Rep your school, hang with the ESPN LA crew, score game tickets, enter to win the pregame party at Tom's Watch Party at LA Live, the Crosstown Classic. Bragging rights. Start with Verizon and ESPN LA. So we've talked about this through the course of the first couple weeks of the NBA season, John. And there's a stunning chart that Emily sent along today.
Okay.
And it shows that only 56% of star players have played all of their games this year.
56%.
56%. That means that a lot of guys are hurt and a lot of guys are load managed.
And typically that fall-off doesn't happen until late in the season.
Right, late in the year when teams get good, all of a sudden star players play less because they're reserving energy for the playoffs.
Or they're already out and they're injured.
Yeah, this is it's dipped below 60%, the star play percentage, and that's something that doesn't happen to the end of the season. And they define star, by the way, John, as, for your reference, an all-star or an all-NBA player in any of the past 3 seasons.
Right.
So only 56% of those guys have played all their games this year. What is going on?
So that tells you that if you buy a ticket for an NBA game this week, you have a 50% chance of not seeing the person you paid to see.
Correct. By the way, last year at this time, 67%. So it's declining.
You've talked about it in the past, we have gotten to a point where ring culture is so prevalent that it's almost as if people are saying, well, as long as everybody plays in the playoffs, I don't care what happens in the regular season.
Right.
And the players have responded to that. They know anything that happens in the regular season, they won't be held accountable for because nobody cares.
Although, in fairness, I mean, like, for example, organizationally, there are some teams that are just into load management.
Right.
It's just, it's just a fact. So it's not just the players. It's the teams and the organizations.
4 teams right now with less than 5 wins. They don't even care if they win.
Right. But like, for example, this was invented. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring in Luke Robitaille of the LA Kings. Luke, when you hear the growl, when you hear Luke, you know it's time. Hey, Luke, what's going on, man?
I'm doing good. I'm so sorry I'm a little late, guys.
Well, there's always time for you, Luke. Whenever you call in, we're going to put you on, no matter what.
You're a bigger name than us, so we just move you to the front. Hey, but Luke, let me ask you something. Hockey is such like you were a star player in hockey, but you could go games. You could go 20 games without a goal, and so it's hard to become a star in hockey. Now, I think Adrian Kempe is a star. I love watching him play. I would have done exactly what the Kings did in giving him a long-term extension. But how do you decide, Luke? You've had a lot of good young players come through your system. How do you decide when to give a guy a great deal like you gave to Kempe and when to maybe wait?
Well, it's kind of the way it goes. Obviously, when the guy's going to become a free agent, and there's a chance you might lose, and the terms are different. So what's happening with our game is the longest contract you can give is 8 years, and you could go as short as you want. But so a lot of time when the guy has leverage, they're trying to get 8 years. They're trying to get there, and obviously for their life it's better. Sometimes you try to make it a little longer, so it brings down the average salary every year a little bit different, because us being a hard cap league, like there's no tax or anything like that. So everything that matters is how much are you giving per player per year, because you only, let's say, like right now we're at $95 million, so you only have $95 million to pay the entire team.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
So paying a guy 10.5 versus 11 makes a difference because you got to. If you could save $500 here and there, next thing you know, you might have another player at $2 million. So
Sure.
it does make a big difference.
So how do you do that long-term planning? When you're looking at your roster, you're looking at the talent on your roster, how do you figure out that guy we're going to really invest in, this guy we're not as sure we're going to invest? I mean, how do you make those decisions?
The player has to perform. Like a Kempe, he's been a very honest player. You know, you got to make sure the guy's got to be a good player, but at the same time, if you're gonna give a guy an 8-year deal, he's got to have a little bit more than that. He's got to be like a good leader. He's got to do things right. We know like how serious he takes his career. You know, the off season and everything, and that all plays into it. You know, like. But at the end of the day, it's still based on performance, you know, the way the guy is performing. So for us, you know, Adrian has been a really, really good player for us. So it was important moving forward that we signed him. You know.
Luke Robitaille is our guest. All right, Luke, this is a weird one. I'm as I've told you before, a casual hockey fan, but I watch every game during the playoffs. But during the regular season, I'm kind of hit and miss. But in my own mind, the greatest hockey player of all time isn't even a debate. Gretzky is alone at the top. The only other person I've ever let onto his floor is Mario Lemieux. I thought Lemieux not as good as Gretz, but similar in talent and a transformational player. Those two, for me, in my own head, are in a class by themselves. Do I need to make room for Ovechkin on that floor? Is he that significant? Is he now, with his career accomplishments, do I let him on the same floor as Gretz and Lemieux, in your opinion?
I made the sound, guys.
Yeah, you did.
No,
Okay.
I think there's three players for me. Gordie Howe was really good, but I think it's Mario Lemieux, Wayne Gretzky, and I think I would add Bobby Orr to that list. Okay?
Right.
Those are the three players that change everything. I think after that, Ovechkin is the greatest pure goal scorer to ever play our game, but you know, Mario and Wayne is more than that. It was like Wayne Gretzky. If you took all his goals out, okay, he still leads the entire NHL in points just by his assists.
That's crazy.
Well, Luke, if you go back, I tell people to do this. If you ever question whether or not Wayne Gretzky is the greatest ever, go back and look at Gretzky in his prime, and you'll see the point totals, and Gretzky will have like 180, and the next closest guy will have like 85, and the one behind him is 84, and the guy behind him is 83. Gretz was so much better than everybody else statistically that it's almost Luke, it's hard to describe to someone who never saw him play, isn't it?
Yeah, back in the days, the top scorers in the league used to get, let's say, 100, 110. Maybe 1 year a guy would get 120 points. Then Gretzky came and he was getting 200 points. You're right. It wasn't even close. It would be like, what did Wilt Chamberlain do 1 year? Did he do like 50 points a game?
50 points a game, 25 rebounds, and the next closest guy was like 31. I mean, that was Gretzky.
That's the only sports I've seen a guy even close to anything like that. You know, like statistically, like Gretzky to our sports, maybe Wilt Chamberlain 50 points a game. That's how good these guys were compared to their peers.
Okay, so you're 4-1 on this road trip. You're in San Jose tonight. Then you start 6 of the next 7 games at home. I've been working with our mutual friend Mike Ottieri. I think we're pinning down a date where we can do all the stuff, the anthem and the Zamboni and the ice and all that. Yeah, we're working on a date right now. It's going to happen, whether you like it or not, Luke.
Yep. No. I got the date. It's either, there's a big rehearsal.
There is a rehearsal, yes.
Right in December.
Yep.
And I see the possibility January 5th or the 12th.
Oh, that's fantastic. 5th or the 12th. We're going to go through it. We'll go through everybody's schedule, including Pepe's, because Pepe Mantilla's got to be on the Zamboni. Now, is there anything I can do to help on this particular homestand? Can I
Well,
get out there
let me ask. Speaking of your homestand, Luke, Luke, you've been around hockey your entire life, and you guys are having a solid season. You're 10-6-4. You got 24 points. You're 3 points behind the Ducks for first place in the Pacific. So you're having a solid year. The weird thing about your team is you're 9-2-2 on the road, but at home you're 1-4-2, which doesn't make any sense. Have you ever been around a team, Luke, that is, for whatever reason, great on the road, but not good at home?
No, but we haven't been, I would say two of those home games felt like road games, the way our traveling structure has been so far this year. It's been a really tough start to we've played a lot of really good teams. We've done a lot of traveling, and then we kind of came back and then we played the next night. It's the same thing. Like this Friday, we're playing at home after this long road trip, going to San Jose tonight. So sometimes they feel like a road game, but usually it will settle down. We're a really good home team. We have a good team, so I know that'll change. The craziest thing about it is last year we had the best season in Kings history at home.
Yeah,
right.
We won 31 games last year, so we better turn this thing around now.
Well, the good news is you're so good on the road that it hasn't hurt you yet. So if you're able to turn it around at home, you should have another great year.
Yeah. We got to turn this thing at home, and it's just it's been a little funky. And I think I told you that in one of the calls. Like, we keep data on games and so forth, and there's a few games that we ended up we call it puck luck, where you hit the post and so forth. But
sure.
We know we outplayed the team for like 3 games out of those 4, at home. There's 3 games that we lost that we should have won, if everything would have gone our way.
When Altieri says to you got to call Mason in Ireland, what is your reaction?
I'm happy. This is fun, you guys.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going to get one of these.
And every time we talk, we end up winning that night.
Exactly.
So tonight, San
Jose, put it in the bank, Luke. Put it in the bank. Whenever you talk to us, you win the next game. Let's go.
All right. Hey, thanks, Luke. We appreciate it, man.
Have a great weekend, man. Talk to you next week.
Okay, talk to you next week.
All right.
Bye-bye.
There you go. There's Luke Robitaille. And, Adrian Kempe, I'm actually playing in Prize Picks tonight for a goal. I need him for a goal tonight.
Attaboy.
Mixing a little NHL with some NBA, with some NFL. Everything's going on tonight. And the Kings are in San Jose. You can hear that game, I think, on our ESPN LA. Well, you can hear all of them on the ESPN
you're
LA
100%
app.
correct.
Yeah. And January 5th would be, January 5th would be Minnesota, and January 12th would be Dallas. So we're zeroing in on those dates.
Maybe Luka would come to the Dallas game.
Oh, can you imagine? That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. All right, coming up next for you, we're going to do some fast track. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, if you live in L.A. that the city water is lousy, filled with chemicals and chlorine, which is why my wife and I got a Life Source whole house water system. It's an essential home appliance. It cleans and conditions the water from every tap. No salt, no regular maintenance. Now we don't even worry about harsh skin, irritating city water. Life Source is the best at what they do. They've been doing it for decades. Don't take my word for it. Just look at their reviews. Call the Life Source Water California factory at this number, 800-WATER-99, 800-WATER-99, or visit lifesourcewater.com. For a limited time, Life Source Water will pay your sales tax. If you call now, you can save up to $1,000 during their no sales tax special. Life Source. Taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply. Once again, 800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis, the show with the best dance moves on ESPN LA. Well, sort of.
You do know the Jabberwockies taught Trav how to two-step.
I saw it.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It didn't take. I tried hard. I tried hard.
You lost it.
I really tried hard. I really did.
That's what we were talking about with them. There's guys that can dance and guys like us, right?
Yeah,
It's frustrating.
I got it.
But when did you lose the beat?
I would lose it the second it starts.
Okay.
I never had it.
You
to
never
begin
had
with.
the beat.
Nor will I ever.
Are you thinking too much? Do you start thinking that people are watching me and you just lose it for a second?
I was not particularly self-conscious in that moment.
Yeah?
Like I really wasn't. I felt like I was in a safe space, that I wasn't going to be judged. I just can't do it.
You tried, though.
Dude,
you
I
are
just
the Sam Darnold of dancing.
There you go.
Right? You're good, and then you turn it over.
Yeah, there you go.
Sports, laughs, and two left feet. The Afternoon Show with DeMarco and Travis. Weekdays 3 to 6 on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
At RussNatCars.com. 'Tis the season to relax and save big on your next luxury car. Skip the doorbusters and shop thousands of luxury vehicles from the comfort of home, including over 100 special lease offers on brands like Genesis, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, Porsche, Volvo, Land Rover, and BMW. It's all in one place and the savings starts now. RussNatCars.com. Your sleigh awaits.
I always give thanks for cash, but I'll never poo-poo a gift card from Mom. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Book a room with the view for as low as $129.
Number 2.
Morongo's got your Thanksgiving feast to go. Your choice of a whole turkey, glazed ham, or prime rib with 6 sides and dessert. Order yours now.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away a Lincoln Nautilus November 30th.
Morongo, good times.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Don't sit on the sidelines if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to go full contact for your case. They'll rush the defense, tackle the insurance companies, and drive it all the way into the end zone to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning team now at 213-747-1234, 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Don't fumble your future. Your recovery is their priority. Call Joe now and score a touchdown with Normand Legal.
History lives in the Lakers. Kobe, Magic, Kareem, all the greats. And with LeBron James and Luka Doncic, we are witnessing history being made right now. The excitement never ends, and every bounce, every bucket, every moment seems to only get more exciting. You can catch every Lakers moment from way back then till now at the official Lakers YouTube channel. Get the sickest, latest highlights, in-depth behind-scenes access, historical moments cemented in time, and more at Lakers YouTube. And subscribe now.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
All right, it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350 cube, 3 1/4 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plain manifold, open race cams.
Fast Track on Mason and Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mason.
Zoom, man.
Football fans, join Travis Rogers, Sue Cravens, and Chris Morales this Sunday. It's going to be a late one for the Rams postgame show after their primetime matchup with the Buccaneers. Live at Hollywood Park Casino. Signed memorabilia. Grab tickets to future ESPN LA events and keep the party going at LA's hottest card room. Be crazy, act fun. It's a really fun time for the post game.
The post game is fun. I hear it every time I'm
show.
driving home from the game. You guys have a blast in there.
Yeah, it's a great time. So that's at Hollywood Park Casino, 383 West Century Boulevard in Inglewood, Sunday after the game. Must be 21 or older. Hollywood Park Casino, where LA comes to party and play. So my first fast track is today, on this day in 1992, the movie Home Alone 2 Lost in New York came out.
Yeah.
And I don't really care about the content of that movie. I do like that movie, but my favorite John Mulaney joke is attached to this Lost in New York. So, Brian, will you hit it?
Now I live in New York, and I'm psyched, but that is a stupid movie title. Lost in New York, the streets are numbered. How'd you get lost in New York? I know it's kind of stupid to complain about a movie that came out 17 years ago, but I wasn't a comedian back then. So I have to do it now. I wish I'd been a Def Jam comic when that movie came out. I would have torn it to pieces. Be like, you seen it? You seen this Home Alone 2 Lost in New York? It's a grid system, mother. Where you at? 24th and 5th? Where you want to go? 35th and 6th? 11 up and 1 over, you simple.
All right, so that's just my favorite joke from John Mulaney.
Lost in New York, the streets are numbered.
Yes, how can you get lost?
How can you get lost?
I've been lost in New York.
Have you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't live there, and so
Right.
I'll get off.
But the streets are numbered.
It's true.
The streets are numbered.
But I'll get off on a subway, and I got off at the wrong stop,
Right.
and then I got to call Ben and tell him to tell me where to go, and you know.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
I'm that guy.
Yeah. I think New York is, honestly, it can be a hassle, but it's fairly easy to know your way around. Again, John points out because of the numbers. But I will say, there are people that do get lost there.
Yeah.
It is overwhelming. If you've never been in New York, it's like overwhelming. Brian, have you been in New York?
Yeah, one time.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like coming at you like a million miles an hour, right?
Yeah, I mean, today's world is hard to get lost.
Numbered.
Yeah,
the streets are numbered.
right.
Yeah,
Easy enough.
All right, broom, Brian.
Fast track.
All right, so we know that University of Oregon will be hosting the college game day this Saturday for the USC and Oregon Ducks. It was just announced the guest picker that they have. You know, they always have one of these guest pickers.
Got to be an Oregon guy, right?
Old Marcus Mariota is going to be their guest picker.
Sure.
Okay.
And I think that they missed out on the true one that it should be.
Phil Knight?
Justin Herbert.
Oh,
come on now. He's the last one, you know, led him to the Rose Bowl, won the Rose Bowl.
And they have a bye. The timing would have been perfect.
Did they pick the right picker here, or are you a fan of these guest pickers that they have weekly?
I think the guest pickers can be really fun. It's obviously somebody associated with the home school, and Marcus Mariota, because he was in the quarterback series on Netflix.
Won the Heisman there.
Won the Heisman, was in that quarterbacks series on Netflix. People like Marcus Mariota.
But Justin Herbert has the LA connection and the Oregon connection.
That's true. He's really perfect. You're right. They did miss out.
Yeah,
they missed out.
And I mean, we're talking NFL careers. Herbert's already above Mariota.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm trying to think of who else you could have considered for that. You could have got, if you wanted to go old school, you could go Dan Fouts.
If you wanted to go
Ahmad Rashad.
If you wanted to go the guy that pays all the salaries, it'd be Phil Knight. Why not have Phil Knight?
You could have done anybody from the Air movie. You could have done Affleck and Damon or Viola Davis.
Would have made sense.
Would have made sense. Yeah, they definitely could have done better than Marcus Mariota.
Yeah.
But, oh well.
Yeah. All right, there you have it. There is your fast track. We'll do some more of it coming up. Are we going to break or do?
Let's break, and then we'll do more stuff after the next fast track.
Yeah, I'm in such a cranky ass MFing mood.
Is it because it's because of your
toilet overflowed? Still.
Yeah, call Steve Ballmer. He's passionate about toilets.
Frustrated. Well, he's got plenty of them over there. More Fast Track next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let's talk about our friend Jacob Imrani, who now has got the easiest number in the world.
It is 800-345-6789. You can't even forget that. All you need to do is be able to count. Michael Thompson could remember this number.
That's amazing.
800-345-6789. That's how you call Jacob. And here's the best part. Jacob doesn't charge you a dime unless he wins.
Exactly.
And he wins a lot. Yep. That's why he's trusted by the Rams, the Lakers, LAFC, and everyone who works here. One more time, burn this into your brain. 800-345-6789. Mace, what's the number?
It's 800-345-6789. Come on, you guys. 800-345-6789. You already know it, don't you? Hey, can't you figure that out already?
And by the way, if you're into Instagram, follow @call.jacob. @call.jacob is his Instagram handle. And once again, the number 800-345-6789. And Mace, you can always visit him at calljacob.com.
Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
And it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Hey, it's May. Shorter days don't have to be so dismal. It's time to reach out and check in with those you care about and to remind ourselves that we're not alone. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month of therapy. Just call pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout after calling pound 250.
What's going on? It's Beto Duran, and I love rolling around in my Toyota. Tacoma, to be exact. And right now, if you're in the 818, go check out the All-Stars at Northridge Toyota. In the 626, it's all about Wondries Toyota. Lease a brand new 2025 Tacoma for just $164 a month or 36 months plus tax. Northridge Toyota or Wondries Toyota. Serving all of SoCal sports fans, they make it easy.
Lease excludes tax, title, license, registration fees, and dealer options and changes. $59.99 cash or trade equity down. Expires 11/30/25.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Hey guys, you and me, we make decisions every day. But on PrizePicks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss the excitement of this season of sports on PrizePicks. Because whether you're a football fan or a basketball fan or both like me, it always feels good to be right. PrizePicks now offers something brand new. It's called Stacks, meaning you can take the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. So if you want to pick more on Luka's points, 3-pointers, and assists, now you can pick all of them in the same lineup, but you can only do this on PrizePicks. And here's something else that's new. You can follow other PrizePicks players directly on the app, and you can copy their lineups in one click. So could be a friend, might be a celebrity, might somebody who makes picks like you and me. All you have to do is hit the button and check out the lineup and create a new feed on PrizePicks. Download the PrizePicks app today. Use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in lineups when you make your first $5 lineup. That's code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it's good to be right.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
We'll make this a pretty quick fast track,
Yes,
Mace. We want to get you in a good mood.
We're actually debating. So it'll be good. It'll be
Perfect.
good. Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So before I get to my fast track item, it's time. It's game time at Cosm, your favorite place, Mace.
Yeah.
With ESPN LA and Bud Light. Join us Sunday, November 23rd, starting at 10 a.m. for the Bud Light Football Face-Off Tournament. Compete for a shot to win an all-expenses-paid trip to Las Vegas for an epic watch party. You must be 21 or older, so grab a Bud Light and take a shot at Glory, at Cosm, and Inglewood. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. So,
your mic went off there, Em.
in light of yesterday's Before the Growl,
Yes.
where you should watch it every morning.
Yes.
I revealed my roommate is the guy. It is Parker who works here with us, and I saw this going viral yesterday from this woman, and it's green flags in a man's apartment.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
Green
list
flag.
them. Green flags means totally yes, good to go.
Good. Okay.
Number 1, expensive candles.
That's a green flag?
Do not have one.
Yeah, I'm not a
2,
big candles guy.
nice hand soap. Think Aesop.
I
Think,
have that.
I have the kind that makes the.
I am
No,
one.
not
I am
the foam.
one for 2.
The foam. I have the foam.
but the foam doesn't matter for good. It's the smell.
Okay, so it's. I have the foam. I have no idea.
Okay,
I never noticed.
actual toilet paper, not single ply situation.
Of course.
Okay. No clothes on the floor. Clothes either in a hamper or put away.
I'm very good with this. My wife is not. Her clothes are all over the floor.
I'm very bad at this. One is very good, so we got that going
Okay,
for us. There's
half and
nothing
half.
on the floor.
No dishes in the sink.
I'm pretty good with that.
Yeah, we normally clear them out once a day.
Once a day.
Yeah, once a day. The
Okay.
end of the day, you clear
should be
them all
doing
out.
it as you whatever.
Oh, come on.
Use his face wash.
Yeah.
Use his face wash. Bonus points if it's not 3-in-1.
Yeah, I use face wash every day.
I use face wash. Yeah.
Okay. Owns a hairbrush.
Of course.
Are you kidding? Have you met me?
I actually have one with me.
Yeah, I have like 10 of them.
Plants that are alive.
Yeah. Plants that are alive I have, but I don't get any credit for it. Lisa waters the plants.
Yeah, I got a money plant, which is holding up pretty well, but I think that's it in the plant department.
Okay, wine glasses that are not stolen from a bar.
Many, many of them.
None.
None?
I don't think we may have one wine glass. We just
You come over to our house. We have plenty of wine.
We drink out of
itself and plenty of wine.
Wait, you
glasses.
drink wine out of not wine glasses?
normal glasses. Yeah,
What?
just a normal.
Out of a mug or something?
Yeah, not necessarily a mug, but a glass,
Paper cup,
like of
Dixie-
a
Dixie
glass
cup.
full of wine. I don't need a what do they call those? And
Well,
Crazy straw. Drink
red
wine
wine
out of a
glasses
crazy
or white
straw.
wine
crazy
glass.
straw is good.
All
Yeah.
right. Clean sheets that smell like detergent, not like quote unquote boy, as she says.
Our sheets are clean pretty regular.
Yeah, we wash ours once a week.
And then more than 2 things in the fridge, and none of them are expired. I know Greg would fail this, but what about you guys?
Ready Whip.
I have many, many things in my fridge that are not expired.
I have lots of things that are not expired. Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
You guys, I think you guys pass. Like 80 to 90%.
We get a green flag?
Are any
Yes,
of
green
those
flag.
complete deal breakers for you?
Not complete deal breakers, but definitely something that would catch your eye. Expensive candles might seem more like an American Psycho thing to me than it would.
Or this is makes you tell me. I think expensive candles in a guy's apartment might mean he's gay.
That is such a stereotype.
Is it?
Are you kidding? That's such a stereotype.
Well, I'm asking.
Yeah, no, it's a complete Some people like candles, some people don't. Some are straight, some are gay.
Do you know any straight men who have a lot of candles in their apartment?
Well, it's how many
Parker
candles
has
is
a
it?
candle in our apartment.
I like candles too. yeah.
Straight dudes like candles too.
Do you have more than one?
Right now,
And
yes.
then, okay, Brian, also you live as a woman, and
Right. But I mean, I would have candles myself even if I was alone. Yeah.
and how expensive are these candles, though?
I mean, it's $10, $20.
Okay, that's not an expensive candle.
Oh, okay.
Expensive candle is like a $60, $70, $80
Oh, my
candle.
God.
No.
So why do you just take your money
No.
and roll down
They
a window?
smell really good,
and
You're
throw
John.
it
like
out
you're
the
like
window.
a
really
candle
good.
1%er over there. $70
I love my
candles.
big old anthropology candle at $60.
I just want to be clear, guys, straight and gay. Some like candles, some do not.
The more you know.
It's a stereotype to suggest that gay guys' apartments are filled
And
with
then
candles.
Greg burst in here to say that he doesn't have expired things anymore because he has a girlfriend.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that changes everything.
When you had a kid, it was okay. I'm just kidding.
Fast track.
All right, so yesterday I watched one of these new Netflix documentaries, Being Eddie. It's a documentary on Eddie Murphy that came out last week.
I came across that. Yeah, is it good?
Very good, actually. I would suggest it's worth the watch.
Okay.
Very funny, but it led me to think that Eddie Murphy's Raw, his stand-up, was the first stand-up comedy that I ever saw, and it kind of got me into that love of
you
comedy.
watched it in the last 2 years?
Yes, I have. And
I have
there's
too.
a bunch of it in the doc.
It really doesn't hold up. Like he uses the F word, not the F word you're thinking of, the one that rhymes with maggot.
Yes.
About 100 times.
Slur, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And so that's why I don't think it would work today if he came out and did the exact same routine. Or maybe because it's kind of swung back against political correctness in the last several months, maybe it would. What do you think, Mace? Do you think
no, I don't
Raw would hold up today?
Well, I mean, Raw wouldn't be today what it was then. In other words, Eddie Murphy.
That was in the 80s, right?
And in the 80s, that was comedy. In the 2020s, comedy is something different. Now, I'm always of the belief that you should date every show that comes on. In other words, this was funny. This was funny in 1985, not funny now. But you can at least go back and look at it. Like even the My TV channel, that's like Channel 3 on Time Warner or Spectrum, is like Sanford and Son and All in the Family and all those shows.
And Sanford and Son use the N-word all the time.
and
you could never get away with it now.
Right, but they still air it. But it's like, this is the way it was in 1960 whatever or 1970 whatever. I'm never about going back and changing stuff. If Eddie Murphy came along today and did a stand-up special, he would not use that word. He just wouldn't.
In the docket too, kind of talked about his change to then becoming, the family, funny guy character. So they do kind of go over that, his change in comedy.
Yes. I've not watched that in a long time, but I don't think I'm going to.
It struck me as very much of its time period.
Yes.
It's something that happened in the 80s.
All right. You want to do this right now? You want to cue the calls?
Yeah, let's cue the calls, and we'll do the sports topic we have planned for next segment.
All right, good. Call in right now, 877-710-ESPN for a pair of tickets for the Hall at Cosm for USC Oregon in shared reality Saturday at 12:30. Caller number 7 right now, 877-710-ESPN. If you have never experienced Cosm, here is your chance. 877-710-ESPN, caller number 7, and you are there. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, time to tell you about National University. This is a born and built company right here in Southern California. NU has more than 150 degree programs, credentials, and certificates. They are veteran-founded and veteran-focused, and here's the best part. They make it achievable on your schedule. 4 and 8 week online courses, millions handed out in scholarships last year. You're never on your own. Whole team support, professors, advisors, and resources to keep you on track. They know, National University knows that you are an ander. They use that word a lot. You might be in the military and a parent and a student and have a job. They know you don't have time to just adjust to somebody else's idea of a schedule. They'll adjust to you. If you don't think you can get a degree, think again, particularly if you're veteran, if you have any military background, they make it really, really easy. Here's how you do it. You go to nu.edu. That'll answer any questions that you have on their website, nu.edu. They're a proud sponsor of the Lakers, proud sponsor of ESPN LA, and most of all, they adjust to your schedule. nu.edu, National University.
Get ready for a star-studded showdown in the MLS Cup playoffs. It's do or die as LAFC battles Vancouver Whitecaps in the Western Conference semifinals.
Jump for LA Football Club, Sun!
Sun Heung-min leads the black and gold into Vancouver, while Thomas Mueller and the Whitecaps look to protect home turf. LAFC Vancouver, Sun versus Mueller. Pre-game begins Saturday night at 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256 or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game, avnergatt.com.
When it comes to hiring, other job sites are still huddling, while ZipRecruiter's already in the end zone. What's the advantage? With ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire someone fast, you get them fast, but you also get the best person for your job. It's a win-win. Plus, ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Recruiting a team or looking for fresh talent, ZipRecruiter covers the field with their powerful technology and immediately starts showing your job to the right candidates. That's why over 4 million businesses have used ZipRecruiter to hire, and why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. ZipRecruiter makes hiring faster, smarter, and more efficient from post to hire before the competition can even line up. Get in the end zone with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. Join Travis Rogers, Sua Cravens, and me, Chris Morales, for the ESPN LA Rams postgame show. Live from Hollywood Park Casino. Win prizes like signed sports memorabilia or tickets to an upcoming LA sporting event. While you're there, enter for a chance to win a brand new Pedigo e-bike. And I'm putting Rams fans on the air live from HPC after the game. Hollywood Park Casino is LA's hottest card room and the only place where you can party and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino must be 21 and older.
Everyone knows Earl Hershiser has won numerous awards for his performance on the field. But off the field, he's a great humanitarian, a true friend and partner of mine, and a real bulldog when it comes to business.
Baseball taught me to work hard and respect people. Rotolo Chevrolet does both, and that's why I joined the team.
Rotolo Chevrolet has been Dealer of the Year for 12 straight years. Like Earl, we know something about winning.
I believe they call that a dynasty.
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-471-9773. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-471-9773. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-471-9773. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-471-9773. That's 800-471-9773.
Steve Mason, and John Ireland.
No, I am Captain Spicy.
You are not Captain Spicy.
I am Captain Spicy.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Absolutely full of crap.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I like this.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
Not talking about that. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, there is an injury crisis in the NBA. Let me see if I can set this up. This is a fancy graph that we've got. And, John, this is a graph based on percentage of star players playing, okay?
Okay.
So, on this date in 2023, 2024, this point in the season.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Okay.
88% of star players were playing.
Okay.
Last year, same point, 67% of star players playing.
Okay.
This year, 56% of star players playing
so it's
at this
moving
point.
in the wrong direction.
Moving in the wrong direction without any, schedule. There's been nothing dramatically changed in the schedule in the last 3 years. And yet, basically, you're down 40% on star players actually out there playing on the court.
And nobody seems to care or want to do anything about it. Now, Amin El-Hassan came up with a really interesting reason as to why this is happening. And this is something Michael sold me about 5 years ago. Michael told me that when he played for the Lakers, he would, the second the season ends, put his shoes and his basketball in the back of a closet and do nothing for 4 months. He would swim, he would play tennis, he would ride his bike, he would cross-train.
Yep.
And Amin El-Hassan makes a really good point that players in 2025 aren't necessarily that way. Here's Amin on Dan Le Batard's show yesterday.
So years and years ago, I watched this documentary called In Search of Greatness. They interviewed Jerry Rice and they interviewed Wayne Gretzky and all these greatest of the great athletes, right? And one of the common threads they found in all of them was they all were multi-sport athletes as youths. Wayne Gretzky talks about hey, as soon as hockey season was over, I throw my gear in the basement. I wouldn't look at it again until it started getting cold again. I picked up my baseball, man. I wanted to be a major league player. That was his dream. Hockey was his second dream, right? And so you think about a lot of the great players through history. Kobe Bryant was an avid soccer player. Tracy McGrady was a baseball player. All these guys played multiple sports. Michael Jordan, obviously. Now, all these kids are you're just playing basketball every day, all day with a trainer, with AU, with your school team, whatever. And so what happens is you're getting wear and tear on the same muscles in the same way over and over and over and over. By the time you get to this level, the pace and the, all of it adds up.
Okay, I think he's right.
I do too.
And this lends itself to my theory of get rid of the back-to-backs. What's he really saying in code? They need more time to rest and recover.
Correct.
Because they're using the same muscles. You just mentioned it the other day. You were working out a lot, and you developed a case of tennis elbow.
Tennis elbow, yeah.
Because you kept using the same muscle
Yes.
every day when you
Yes.
worked out. So what do? You rest it until it feels better, and then you go. The way the schedule is set up, and this seems so easy to fix to me. The Lakers, for example, this year have 13 back-to-backs.
Mm-hmm.
If you back the season up by 2 weeks,
yep,
you eliminate all of them, all the back-to-backs. And, Steve Kerr was screaming and yelling. Well, not screaming. Steve Kerr's really smart.
Yeah, he's very smart.
But he was arguing yesterday, we've got to lower the games to 65. There's too many games. They won't do that. Anybody I ever bring that up with that I work for or that works at the league office, the minute you say we need to play fewer games, they roll their eyes. They just tune you out. Nobody's taking less money.
Yeah.
So what could we do to provide more time to rest and recover? No back-to-backs. This year we started the season on roughly October 17th.
Right.
Started on October 5th.
Sure.
Or October 3rd. You would eliminate all back-to-backs and at least do some. Now, I don't think it would cure the problem.
Right.
But I bet you those numbers you read at the start of the segment of percentage of star players that are missing games would go back to what they were 2, 3, 4 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, the schedule was essentially the same 2 years ago.
Correct.
And 40% less star players are playing.
Right.
Is it, are they real injuries? Are they?
I think if these were playoff
load
games,
management,
the majority of them would play. But what we have done, and you've talked about this for years, is ring culture is so important that all that matters is that you win a ring. If the Lakers went 80-2 this year, but didn't win a wing,
disaster.
Win a wing.
Win.
Say that 5 times 5. Didn't win a ring they would look at that season as a failure. The greatest regular season in NBA history, Golden State Warriors 2016, 73-9. Didn't win the title. They look at that season as a failure.
Right.
We've got to get back to at least the appearance that the regular season matters, that people are spending hard-earned money to go see people like Domantas Sabonis, who we just found out is going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks.
Now, that's real, though, right?
Victor Wembanyama. No, most of these are Mace are soft
So
tissue
you're saying
injuries.
Domantas Sabonis would play if it was the playoffs? Wemby would play if it was the playoffs?
I'm saying that Domantas and Wemby would have a greater chance of not being injured if they didn't have to play back.
Right.
Like, these aren't contact injuries. These aren't because the play on the court is more physical. It's because your body is worn down.
But what has happened in the last 3 years? Why has it gone from 88% to 56% with essentially the same schedule?
I'll give you a couple theories.
Yeah.
The pace has picked up. Teams are playing faster
than they did 2 years ago.
Right. So they're running back and forth. And threes are a part of the game more than ever, and it continues to go up every year. And because of that, I have to go out and guard you 35 feet and in.
Right.
Okay. Before, I didn't have to pick you up until you got to the top of the key.
Sure.
Now, you see Steph Curry or Damian Lillard, they'll pull up from 40 and shoot, and you got to go get them.
I can't remember if this is actually in the Amin clip or not, but I experienced this playing water polo, where I would occasionally get Charlie horses, but they would only happen when I had to quickly change direction. When I was swimming in one direction, ball gets tossed the other way, I have to turn the other way.
Stop and start.
Stop and start. All these calf injuries are because of these quick transitions. You have to, your body's going one way, it puts that strain on your calf, and that's why these calf strains seem to be more pervasive.
But again, I would just say to that, Em, what's different
Speed
from
of
2
play.
years
Like
ago?
John is,
the game has sped up that much in the last 2 years?
Yeah, and here's
I honestly think
here's the elephant in the room. Okay. TV ratings have gone through the roof this year.
Right.
Highest they've been in 15 years. Most teams are still selling out their games, including the Lakers. So if you're the NBA, you could adopt the John Ireland plan, make everybody play 2 preseason games and start the season 2 weeks earlier. But their arenas are sold out. Their TV ratings are through the roof.
Right. So why do anything?
It's almost as
change
if
it?
the fans are telling you, and I don't feel this way, but it's almost like this is what the NBA is interpreting. We don't care who plays in the regular season as long as everybody plays in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I would think if you buy a ticket to an NBA game, it's just buyer beware. You may or may not see the player you're showing up to see.
Beto was doing a bunch of calls the other night on the postgame show about people. He always invites people he wants to hear from people who are at the game, or driving home from the game.
Of course, yeah.
And about their in-game experience. And Beto talked to a couple people that called and said, yeah, I bought tickets to this game really early after the schedule came out because I figured Utah on a Tuesday night would be more affordable. It was, and then they lucked out to seeing LeBron's first game.
Right.
But there's just an easy of a chance if you buy tickets next Tuesday that you're not going to see LeBron
Somebody
or
won't
Luka.
play.
It's like buying tickets to a Broadway show. You don't know if you're going to see an understudy or if you're going to see the main cast.
It is
you have a
true,
likelihood of
but
seeing the main cast, but you'll have
I've gone to see shows where the big star wasn't in it, and I sat and I watched the show, and it was still pretty good.
Okay, but think about this. If U2 announces they're going to play 100 dates at the Sphere,
right?
Bono's in for 100.
Of
and
course,
if he's not, they cancel the show.
But
they don't do that in the NBA. If every great player was out,
right?
If let's say the Lakers are playing the Spurs and you had no Luka, no LeBron, no Austin, no Wemby, no De'Aaron Fox, no Dylan Harper,
right?
No Stephon Castle. They wouldn't cancel that game. You would just play, and it's like you said, buyer beware.
Yeah, and it's a little bit like
until there's a backlash.
Yeah.
Like, until fans either stop paying tickets or stop watching the games and the ratings go down, why should the NBA do anything?
The NBA should keep cashing checks. I mean, that's what they care about. Television ratings are up. Television ratings have not been higher for the first 2 weeks of the season in a very long time.
I think it's an epidemic that needs to be addressed. But
Adam Silver clearly does it.
What I think anybody from the NBA office would say to me is, okay, let's for the sake of discussion, implement your plan. We start the season 2 weeks earlier. We eliminate all the back-to-backs. We sell out every game now. Our TV ratings are higher than they've been in 15 years
So
now.
what's the incentive to fix
Why
it?
are we changing anything?
Yeah.
And
I don't know why. I don't have an answer to
It's
that.
greed over the health of your players, but I think that's also what we live in capitalism. And let's take it to another sport. Let's take it to football. We know that turf has a higher rate of injury for
Yeah, this is a really good
and
chart.
they will never change out turf because it's more cost effective for these owners to not have the upkeep of having grass.
Yeah, which is ridiculous because the owners are printing money.
Right, exactly. So no matter how many QBs, no matter how many running backs go down with ACL and torn meniscuses and Achilles injuries, they will never go away from turf because it's just too much more cost
Well,
effective.
the other thing, if they adopted the Ireland plan and eliminated all back-to-backs, they would have more days to practice. The product would get better.
Sure.
Because you wouldn't have to, like Steve Kerr talked about, they're on an 8-game road trip and they've had no practices, 0. And they're like on game 7 or game 8, and it's because of the schedule. I just got back from a 10-day road trip.
Right.
I think they practiced once.
Sure.
That's all they can do.
Yeah.
But if you eliminate the back-to-backs, you could practice more.
Well, I mean, Adam Silver is the smartest guy in the room. He should fix this. I mean, if we see this red line go down, then he must see it. He must have the same graph. And if not, can you forward it to him? Yeah. Because he should see it right away. Have we ever put in a request for Adam Silver?
I don't even know who I would request.
No, I do. He's pretty. He's pretty. Yeah, we can get him.
We should put a request.
We can get him.
All right, John.
I don't think I've never talked to him on
Emily,
this show.
I'm going to. I'll send an email and introduce you to my people at the NBA, and we'll see if we can make it.
Yeah,
happen.
can we have a sensible conversation about this?
Maybe around the All-Star break when he'll be here for the All-Star game, because the All-Star game is in at the Intuit.
There you go. Yes, coming soon. Adam Silver. Game of Games is coming next. Brian, is it your game today?
Yes, sir.
We will do it next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Okay, Toyota and the Lakers have been in business together. Their partnership has gone on for 50 years. They started in 1976. That's why right now Toyota is making this deal available, not just to Laker fans, but to every fan. It's the Here and Now sales event. The Toyota car trucker SUV you're looking for is on sale right now, and I don't care what it is. Camrys, Corollas, RAV4s, 4Runners, Tacomas, Tundras, all of them on sale. And there's one of two ways you can do it. You can go to your Southern California Toyota dealer. You can sit in the car. You can drive it. You can smell it. You can see it. Or if you already know what you want, you can just go to Toyota.com. You can add and subtract the features you want, order the car right there on the internet. So for your next Toyota car trucker SUV, just do one of those two things. Visit Toyota.com or go into a Toyota dealer. Toyota. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
The heart and soul of ESPN Los Angeles. We call him the Cisco Kid. The Cisco Kid. The one and only Beto Duran.
Here's Beto Duran. USC fans in the OC, let's go! We're bringing the energy to Costa Mesa for the USC Oregon watch party at Mercado Northgate Gonzalez. Man, I love that place. So much good food. It's a great time and it's a party. I'm Beto Duran. Join me this Saturday at noon as we watch USC take on Oregon in this Big Ten rivalry. Wear your USC gear. Come experience the authentic flavors of traditional Mexican food and enjoy an afternoon full of prizes, food, USC football, and fun with the ESPN LA promo team. Mercado Norte Gonzalez, 2300 Harbor Boulevard in Costa Mesa.
Don't strike out if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to step into the batter's box for you. They'll swing for the fences, go extra innings if they have to, and make sure the insurance companies are out at home. They'll cover all the bases and bring you home safe with the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning lineup now at 213-747-1234. That's 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Normand Legal, your recovery is always a grand slam.
There's one thing that I'm truly thankful for this year, and that's my Life Source water system. We know LA City water is lousy, filled with chemicals and chlorine. That's why I made the switch to Life Source water. It's not just better, it's essential. For a limited time, Life Source water will pay your sales tax. Call 800-WATER-99 now or visit lifesourcewater.com to save up to $1,000 during their no sales tax special. Life Source. Taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply.
Hey, it's Desmond Howard. You want to win the weekend? It all starts with the tailgate.
And for me, that means Kingsford Charcoal.
They've been bringing the flavor, the smoke, and the heat since 1920. No wonder they're still the gold standard of grilling. So fire it up, feed your crew, and let the smoke do the talking. Kingsford, the king of the tailgate. Get it today at the Home Depot. Outdoers get more done.
Fellas, it's the season to shine, and not just from the holiday lights. Manscaped is here to keep you looking sharp for every holiday party, family photo, and mistletoe moment. The Lawnmower 5, groin and body trimmer, and the Chairman Plus face shaver deliver precision, comfort, and control worthy of Santa's nice list. I've been good and nice. Whether you're tidying up before a big night out or preparing for New Year's Eve, Manscaped has your back. And your face too, to be exact. So gift yourself with some grooming greatness this season, because looking good is the best gift of all. And now you can find Manscaped products at your local Walmart.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com.
All right, it is time for Game of Games. We are joined by returning champion DeAndre Hawkins.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
DeAndre has done very well this month. He has how many points does he have, Em?
He has 3, tied with Emily, and
All
we've been in tiebreakers the last 2 games.
Oh, that's right.
Today's worth 2, which is when I normally show up. It's Brian Cohen's game. BC, what do we got?
I got a little fantasy football update game, kind of where we sit scoring-wise going into Week 12.
I sit at 4-7, by the way. That's where I sit.
John, you able to keep score for me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, number 1 here. So this is all scoring is ESPN League PPR scoring.
Got it.
Okay.
Number 1, who has scored the most total points in fantasy so far this season? CMC, Josh Allen, or Jonathan Taylor?
Emily.
Jonathan Taylor.
Mace.
Jonathan Taylor.
I think it is, but I'm going to take a shot here and say Josh Allen. DeAndre.
I'm going Jonathan Taylor.
Oh, nobody. CMC.
Wow.
Really?
Players.
Can't
Yes, he
pick a
does.
niner.
Oh, that is so weird.
Okay.
Number 2, where does Matthew Stafford currently rank in points scored for a quarterback? First, third, or fifth?
Mace.
5th.
Thanks
to Trick.
I'm going to go first. DeAndre.
Third.
Emily.
Third.
Third is the correct answer.
Oh, it is
DeAndre
third.
got it, and Emily got it. They're heading for a collision
There you
course
go.
again.
Another tiebreaker on the way.
You and I both alive for Lucky Loser. Here we go.
Another Ram. Where does Puka Nacua currently rank in points scored for a wide receiver? Third, fifth, or seventh?
I'll go 7th. DeAndre.
I'm going to go 5th.
Emily.
7th.
Mace.
I'm trying to get it wrong. I will say 3rd.
He is the third wide receiver, even after missing a game.
The moment I try to lose, I get it right.
All right, I'm still alive for Lucky Loser. Everyone has 1. I have 0. All right, here we go.
Number 4, who is the only team to have 4 players in the top 10 ranked at their position? The Lions, the Colts, or the Rams?
DeAndre.
I'm going to go with the Colts.
Emily.
Lions.
Mace.
Lions.
I'll go Rams. What's the answer?
Happy you did. It is the Rams.
I thought it was too obvious.
Well, now I'm serving you guys up for this.
Yeah.
All
now,
right.
now we're all on the board.
Everyone is out for Lucky Loser.
Nobody
We're
can
playing
lose.
straight up.
Yes.
Everyone has 1 right. How
Gotta
many
do
are
it the old-fashioned
BC,
way.
how many are left?
5 left.
Okay, here we go.
The highest scoring defense and special teams, because everybody loves that in fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
Is who? The Texans, the Broncos, or the Seahawks?
Emily.
You said highest scoring defense and special teams, like both of them?
Yes. Like combined.
Broncos.
Mace.
Broncos.
I'm going Texans. DeAndre.
Broncos.
It's the Seahawks.
Oh,
we all did.
Son of
Are we all tied at 1?
Yes.
Oh, God.
And 4 left.
We are number 1, though.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Who is the highest scoring kicker in fantasy football so far this year? Brandon Aubrey, Chris Boswell, or Cameron Dicker?
This is Mace.
So obvious to take Aubrey. So I'll take Boswell.
I think it is Boswell. DeAndre.
I think it is Boswell as well.
I'm going to go against it because I think he put it there for a reason. Dicker?
And yeah, glad you did. It is Cameron Dicker. Come on now.
Oh, wow. Dicker the kicker. Okay.
So Emma's got a lead.
Emily leads by 1. Emily has 2. Everyone else has 1. 3 left.
3
Brian?
left.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Who has the highest points per game average? So the first question was the highest total. Who has the highest points per game average? CMC, Josh Allen, or Jonathan Taylor?
CMC, Josh Allen, or Jonathan Taylor. Emily, you are in the lead. You get to go first.
I'm going to go with Josh Allen.
Mace.
I'm going to try Jonathan Taylor.
I agree with Emily. I'm gonna go Josh Allen. DeAndre.
I'm gonna go with Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah. There we go. So Mace, DeAndre. There are 2 left. Brian.
left.
All right. Everyone has 2 except me. I have 1.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
All right. Jackson Dart leads all rookies scoring and for quarterbacks. Who is second? Cam
Among
Ward.
rookies.
Rookies. Yes.
Okay.
Dylan Gabriel, or in this case, JJ McCarthy.
So it's Cam Ward, Dylan Gabriel, JJ.
Yeah, I'm looping
murderer's row
McCarthy
right
in.
there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you don't want to
All
face
right.
those guys.
DeAndre, you get to go first.
I'm going with J.J. McCarthy.
Okay. Mace.
Just because he's there every game. Is it cumulative points?
Yes.
No, it's points. It's average points per week.
Oh,
right?
No,
average
it's
points.
total points.
Total points.
Yeah.
Total points. I'm going Cam Ward.
Emily.
Ward.
I think it is Cam Ward.
It is Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just played the most.
So there is 1 left, correct?
Yes.
All right, so the score is Emily 3, Mace 3, John 2, DeAndre 2. So you and I need to go opposite of them
This
if
is
we
for
can.
everything.
Got you. All right.
Okay, here we go. Brian, last one before the tiebreak.
Okay, the biggest gap from first to second place and points come from what position group?
Okay.
The running back, the wide receiver, or the tight end?
Okay, Emily.
Can you repeat that? I don't quite understand.
The biggest gap from first to second.
Okay, got it.
And total points for the whole season.
Total points.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And what are the 3? Brian?
Running back, wide receiver, or tight end?
Okay, Emily.
I'm going to go tight end.
Okay, Mace.
We're going to have a winner here because I am, well,
Not
we might.
necessarily.
I'm going to go running back.
Okay, so DeAndre, that means you and I have to go wide receiver. Brian, what's the answer?
Correct answer is tight end.
Yes!
Emily!
Woohoo!
Again!
I win!
Way to go, Em. It's worth 2.
Worth 2.
Yes!
Wow.
That may be an insurmountable lead.
I should have just followed you into that.
It's Trey McBride has, I think, 65 points more than the second guy, which is Ferguson from the Cowboys.
All right, you want to do the tiebreaker just for fun?
Yeah,
sure. Yes.
Sure, let's have fun.
If you add up the total points scored by the 4 Rams in the top 10 at their position, Stafford, Kyron Williams, Devontae Adams, and Puka Nacua, what would you get? Total points so far this year.
Okay.
Okay, I've got it.
All right.
I've got the right answer.
All right, I'm going to do 1,200.
Wait, total points?
Yeah, for the entire year, all 4 of them together.
Right
Well,
down.
what am I doing
No, I'm way lower
I'm
than
way
her.
lower
But
wrote
this is
down
per game,
I
right?
wrote down 222.
I wrote 300.
Okay, whatever.
What'd you write?
I wrote
Dwayne?
down 500.
768.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
So Dan, Em, take it?
Wait a minute.
I had 1,200. He had...
No, DeAndre
Right,
got it.
DeAndre.
Yeah, DeAndre got it.
Well, because I did 20... I'm saying 20 times 4, and then times amount of games they play, which is 10. It gets you to around 800, and I thought that sometimes they'd go over that.
Yeah. Not scientific.
It's math. That's why it's over 200.
All right, so
Math
how
is
big
so
is your lead
overrated.
now? How many points do you have?
I have 5. DeAndre has 3.
All right, so I gotta show up for every one of these games
Well, now you've got one.
I gotta win them all
I've
3.
got 1, I think,
And
right?
I have the game tomorrow.
Okay, that'll
And
help.
then, yes, you have 1, Mace.
And it all ends on Tuesday? Well, it all ends for me on Tuesday.
Wednesday. Well, you're not here on
I'm not
Wednesday.
here on Wednesday,
Yeah, it all ends
so,
for you
yeah.
on Tuesday, and same for Brian.
So I gotta clean up.
All
Okay.
right, yeah.
DeAndre, sorry.
I know.
Any parting words?
No, I just hope that Emily invites me next week, because I'm already kicked off for tomorrow. So.
Oh, yeah? You're kicked off for tomorrow?
Why? What's happening with you
No,
tomorrow?
just fine.
Is he kicked off? No, DeAndre, you can come back and play.
Yeah.
All right, coming up next for you, Super Crosstalk, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Get ready for a star-studded showdown in the MLS Cup playoffs. It's do or die as LAFC battles Vancouver Whitecaps in the Western Conference semifinals.
Jump for LA Football Club,
Sun Heung-min leads the black and gold into Vancouver, while Thomas Mueller and the Whitecaps look to protect home turf. LAFC Vancouver, Sun versus Mueller. Pre-game begins Saturday night at 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Hey, it's Cap. Is it time to downsize? Selling your home doesn't have to be a hassle. Not with Seller's Advantage. You can skip the agents, commissions, and costly repairs. By the time you pay for repairs and agent fees, you could have already sold your home for a fair, competitive price without the worry of the deal falling through. Here's what Chris Chavez, a real Seller's Advantage customer, had to say, and I quote, "Seller's Advantage was definitely the best company I've worked with. They offered me more than I expected, and the whole process was great. They were helpful, always answered the phone, and willing to help. I can't say enough about the experience. Much better than going through a realtor," end quote. Thank you, Chris. Get your free, no-obligation cash offer today. Call Seller's Advantage at 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-397-2747, or visit sellersadvantage.com.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Hey, it's Mason. The NFL is back at Cosm. Watch NFL games in shared reality at Cosm and feel the energy of game day in the Dome and in the Hall. This season, before every Rams home game, you can hang out with ESPN LA's Travis Rogers and Sua Cravens for the Rams pregame show live from the Hall at Cosm. And if you got a ticket to the game, you get in there for free. Don't miss Cosm's signature menu. Go check it out, Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Cosm.com.
Squirrel, win this game day with Amazon Pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you and on your schedule. Whether you're running from work, home, or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. So don't miss any of the excitement this sports season, because on Prize Picks, whether you're a football fan, a basketball fan, or a fan of both like me, it always feels good to be right. Been doing a ton of Prize Picks for football season, but with the start of basketball season, you don't think I'm going to be riding that Luka train night after night? Absolutely. And Prize Picks now's offering stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. You want to pick more on Luka's points, threes, and assists? Now you can pick all of them in the same lineup, only on Prize Picks. Plus, you can follow other Prize Picks players directly on the app and copy their lineups in one pick. Whether it's a friend, a celebrity partner, or just someone whose picks you like, hit the follow button and check out every lineup they create in the new Feed tab on Prize Picks. Download the app today. Use the code TRAV to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code TRAV to get $50 in lineups after you play that first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Is that all you got? Is that all you got?
I was looking at something. You caught me by surprise.
Travis Rogers, DeMarco Farnow here, and
by the way, Go ahead.
I was going to say, is it raining? I heard
It is raining. It's raining like cats and dogs.
I was supposed to play golf this morning, and so I was texting with all my guys last night. And I said, guys, 80% chance of rain at some point tomorrow. Let's not risk it. We'll bail. And then this morning was perfect.
It was gorgeous this morning.
It was like the nicest day. And
you could have got it in.
Everybody texted me and said, "What is wrong with you?" And then it right when
Did
we
they
started,
play without you?
No.
Oh.
Right when they started texting me, the rain came. So, but you need to be strategic. I'm playing Saturday no matter what. I got a 1:00 flight to Utah. I'm going to be. I'll look like a wet noodle.
Do you have quality rain gear?
Oh yeah, great.
Okay. Then
right.
you'll be fine.
You feel bad if you missed a day of golf?
Yeah.
You feel horrible?
I feel bad about today. Hey, DeMarco.
Sir.
What is the chance, in your opinion, of an upset tonight? Buffalo at Houston.
No. Houston's defense is good. Buffalo's struggling. Buffalo can't stop anybody.
But they put up 44 points last week
Yes.
against Tampa.
There's a chance of an upset, but I believe in Josh Allen. I do. I believe in his game on offense. So I think Buffalo wins that one. But Houston can stymie anybody. That defense gets after you. They really, especially off the edge. So if anything is built to control a guy like Allen, it's that defense.
Trev, you lived in Houston, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the biggest thing down there? Is it the Texans, the Rockets, or the Astros?
Or the strip clubs?
Strip clubs. I can tell you that.
Rick's Cabaret.
You know what the
James
answer to that
Harden's
question
jersey retired.
Very nice.
At Rick's Cabaret.
Nothing?
You got
any
statute of limitations isn't up.
I was just going to say.
Oh, you had an
No.
I just heard Jersey hanging in a place and went, whoop, like that.
No.
But the answer to your question, John, is the rodeo.
Oh, yeah. That's huge.
The biggest event in Houston every year is the rodeo.
PBR?
It's like a 2-week thing where the rodeo comes in and takes over. But of those three themes, it's the Texans. The Texans are the ones that people – the Astros, when they were bad, nobody went to an Astros game. And the Rockets have always just kind of ebbed and flowed a little bit. It's the Texans for sure after the rodeo.
Yeah. By the way, the last time I was in Vegas, the rodeo was in town.
By the way, it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's really fun.
I was like the only guy without a cowboy hat at the fountain bowl.
I was clearly identifiable as a Californian when I went to the rodeo.
No big belt buckle, no hat?
What about your boots?
Wrong jeans, no boots, no belt buckle, no hat, no nothing. The only thing I did like the rest of the rodeo crowd was drink enough beer.
There you go.
That's how I fit in. But it was a blast.
How the heck did you come up with that sport?
The rodeo?
Let's just hang on to a back of a bull that doesn't want us out there. You know what I mean?
Right?
How did you come up with that?
On the prairie.
Yeah. 8 seconds is good.
Ireland and I have both ridden a bull.
You have?
Yeah.
Real bull. I won a bull riding contest in Texas.
Not a machine, a real
bull.
I did.
Yeah, that's right.
My very first week on the job, they go, hey, there's a celebrity bull riding contest we need you to go to. And I thought, sure. It was the first week. I was really agreeable to everything.
To cover or to participate?
Both.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I get down there. They go, so are you going to do it? And I go, yeah, I'll do whatever you want. And I think the whole time I'm thinking it's a mechanical bull. The whole time.
Really? Oh, my God.
Because it's the only bull I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
So they go, okay, here's your thing. And it was me. There was a station base called like 93B, the B. You know, the B.
Like the B.
So
the
a guy
like
in a bee costume.
Yep.
Me, a guy in a bee costume, a weatherman from one of the other stations, and a country western singer. And I stayed up for 4.9 seconds and I won it.
Did your bull have a name?
Oh, my
they
God.
all have names. Do you remember the name of your bull?
I don't remember.
bull was named Tornado.
Tornado.
Okay.
And then there was a moment where
terrifying.
a cowhand said to me, meet Tornado.
Oh, my God.
Well, you know what they do? They tie a rope around the bull's nuts to make it agitated.
That'll make you
Wouldn't you be agitated?
That'll make you
And then they say, right after they tie the rope around his nuts, they say, okay, hop on.
Oh, my God. So when did you realize this is a live bull? Like when you got there?
5 minutes before.
Did you?
And by the
why
way,
didn't you say no? Yeah.
John lasted so much longer than I did. For
DeMarco,
me, it was the longest 3.5 seconds of
3.5?
Tornado's life.
That's even impressive.
Somewhere I have this on video, and I'm going to find it and bring it in.
Please do.
And you will see how just ridiculously lucky I was. I hung on for dear life. Within the first second and a half, I was off the side of the bull, but I was hanging on.
Oh, my God.
And then as soon as those rodeo clowns are great.
I hope you had some help.
They
Okay.
are the best.
The minute I hit the ground, the rodeo clowns
were
come
on it.
run at the bull.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you find yourself on a bull?
I was doing the show down at 690, and we were doing a show live from Escondido.
Okay.
Where they had the pro bull riding thing. And so I went down there on a Friday morning, and they said, "Do you want to try?" And I was so stupid. I mean, I've done so many stupid things in my life for radio, but I agreed to do the bull riding thing. And
you didn't end up in the hospital because under normal
correct.
circumstances.
We both
nothing broke.
I mean, I
you're lucky to
cracked
be
my
alive.
head pretty good. But
Would you ever get on a bull?
Hell
You've seen
no.
how big those things
Not
are.
hell no.
Oh my God!
You know what? I think about it now, John. You think about this. So back in that time, I wasn't afraid to fall.
Right.
Like falling on the ground was okay. now falling on the
Getting
ground.
up off the ground is a real thing.
I look at football. I'm like,
Yes.
oh man, that was a tough fall.
Oh, yeah.
That's tough, man.
Yeah.
I don't do falling anymore. Not on purpose.
Hey,
Yeah, wow.
I know what I want to ask you, DeMarco. So Jalen Hurts has won 31 of his last 34 games.
Yeah.
And they hate him in Philly. The team doesn't like him. They don't think he's a good leader. If a guy wins 31 of 34, I'll put him in a quarterback and let him do whatever the hell he wants.
You can win in spite of people.
Right.
He may rub people the wrong way. You guys know Sal Palantonio, right?
Right.
Good
course,
dude.
yeah, great guy.
I asked him about this in Philly. Like, why do people hate him around here? He says he doesn't know. He's as close to Michael Jordan as anybody. Like, he wants to be great. He cares on and off the field. So
what is it about him that rubs people the
to
wrong
me,
way?
I told this to DeAndre, and this is crazy. I would trade A.J. Brown. I think that's the source of your problems there.
Apparently, Mace, he's not running the offense that they've designed. He beats to his own drum. So, for example, he'll get out there, and they want him to try and throw it into tight windows.
Yep.
But he knows if he turns it over, he's in trouble.
Yeah.
He scrambles out.
He does not do. He's very risk averse, but they win every game.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, and
They got a great line, both sides.
So AJ Brown will come back and go, dude, I was open. What? Just throw it.
Or is this the same team that's just lost twice this year?
Yes.
This is the team we're talking about, right?
Yeah,
Number one seed in the NFC.
Number one seed in the NFC.
Yesterday in Philadelphia, a beat writer came out and said the whole team hates Jalen Hurts.
Okay, they hated Russell Wilson too, but they won.
Right.
But remember,
they didn't.
This is A.J. Brown's second stop. He's always been this talented, so he rubs people the wrong way.
You think if he just gets removed from the equation, everything smooths out?
But DeMarco, this
addition by
article
subtraction.
made it sound like it's not just AJ, that all the coaches are with AJ.
Okay, so we had Kurt Warner on, and it was a throwaway line, but I heard him. He said you can't be like Jalen Hurts to where you would scramble out and just give up on the play. He hates that, and sometimes he does. If it's too tight, I don't want to throw the pick, he'll just start to move around, and then the play's dead.
Does he do it because he's trying to prevent an error and a mistake?
It sounds like it, yeah.
Or is he doing it to protect stats? Because like,
me,
if he's rolling out to throw the ball away and he's not throwing it in a tough window because it's a bad play for the team, that makes sense to me. But if he's not doing it because he's afraid of throwing an interception and that's bad
the one
negotiation.
rule, I mean, this is the one rule. Don't throw an interception.
But
don't
to me,
turn the ball over.
He's playing to his instincts. Remember what he's always been. He uses his legs a lot. So if it's not there, if it's tight, I'll just make it with my legs or scramble to get it open. Stafford had a great one. When he threw the touchdown pass, when he scrambled out and then sprinted and then stopped and threw it into the end zone.
Yep.
Sometimes you got to use your legs to extend the play to make the play work. But
Stafford does. He's good for one of those
One of
every
those.
5 or 6
And
years.
that's enough.
So,
that's exactly right.
DeMarco, did you hear what Sean McVay on with us yesterday?
Yeah, I heard. What was he talking about?
So
about being number one in the power
being
rankings.
number one. He loved that. I love that question.
He hated that
number one. Yeah.
So we also asked him, he used to do a podcast with Peter Schrager, and I said, who's your dream guest? Anybody you ask says yes. Do you hear what he said?
No.
Look at your shirt.
He'd love Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
That
That
would
was
make
the answer.
sense. That would make sense.
Yeah, he goes, that's a guy I'd like to talk to.
I just
But
spent-
what's the answer, Trav? What's the answer for you? Anybody in the world will say yes.
Interview?
Are they going to tell me the truth, or
Yeah.
are they just going to do what they do?
No, they're going to. Let's say for the sake of this exercise,
Unvarnished.
Easy. Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods.
Ooh.
Oh,
Easy.
that's good.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah,
That's
that's
for you.
And that's why the question is he going to tell me the truth? Then it's if he's just going to Tiger
Until
Woods.
a year ago, you'll hate this answer. Until a year ago, it would have been OJ.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah.
Yes.
But with OJ gone, who would I ask?
Is OJ gone? Who would I ask to be on my
Because
show?
that's like if he would tell the truth, how fascinating
When did
would
that guy
be?
ever tell the truth?
But we're saying
There's a lot of current
for
people.
this
Oh,
exercise.
in other words, he'd have to
There's a lot
say,
of
I
current
killed my
people
wife
right
and
now.
the waiter.
Yeah, well, he'd have to tell the truth, whatever that may have
Correct.
been.
Yeah.
Correct.
So what would my answer be now? Who would be the one
Who was the lady in Tiger King that threw her husband to the line?
Carol Baskin.
Yeah,
Carol. He didn't watch Tiger King.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It might not be somebody from sports. It might be like, I think it would be fascinating if he would tell the truth. It would be fascinating to talk to Bill Clinton.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great answer. That's a great answer. What about you?
I did not have sex with that woman.
It's funny. You're sitting here thinking about this question.